All right. Let me give y'all some time to get up in here, man. What's going on, blood? Blood. It's good. Make sure everything rocking and rolling. And then we're going to get started on this, man. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. It's kind of interesting, but at the same time, you know what I mean? What can you do about it, you know? We got a vertical going on. We got a landscape going on. So join as you wish. Hold on real quick. Let me go get the Glock. Can never be too safe out here, man. All righty. It's your boy Angelo Savage. What it do? What it do? While everybody chilling, get yourself in the chat. We're gonna turn this up. We're gonna do our our little live thing. So we on day two. We on day two of staying consistent. Okay, on the live stream. I know that's a lot to say, but we're on day two of staying consistent on the live stream. I got a couple things I gotta record. I got videos, bro. The thing is, it's not even about me recording. It's really about me reposting the recordings. You get what I'm saying? That's really what it is. Like yesterday when we was sitting here chilling, whoever was with me vibing yesterday, we were here with how many views? We had over we had over we had over 2,000 views. Oh, ooh, excuse me. We had over 2,000 views, but I had over like 10 videos total. So it ain't even about like, it's not even about like, it's really about like consistently doing it. You know what I'm saying? Staying on key. That's why I'm just vibing. When you vibe and you just doing your own thing, bro, you just go with the flow, and it's better that way for me anyway. But then I ain't gotta worry about nothing. I'm just going with the flow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, big dog? And then let me see. But I know it's late. It's like 12. Next time I'm gonna be on this bitch at 12 o'clock. No drizzy. I'm not gonna play around. Next time we're gonna be on here at 12 o'clock. So this is one of the days where I work until 11. I get off work. I'm working until 12. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Cause who else is really out here working like I'm working? It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and you at the Angelo Savage. You know what I'm saying? Angelo Soul Media, boy. Welcome, welcome. Y'all know what it is. Don't forget to subscribe, man. While y'all in the chat, we got videos going on today, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. You know what video I didn't look up? Man, I think I should do that one too. There was a shooting today, like a mass shooting. But I don't know no real information about it. So usually I just Virginia school official on trial after 6 year old shot teacher. Damn, the teacher on trial? Good lord. Okay. This is all I see on YouTube. Bitches showing her titties, and she ain't trying to show her titties, but it just happened to be titties. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, huh? I feel like girls ain't got to try too much to kind of get male attention. Like they literally just wear a bra, wear regular shit. Okay, so let's start this thing up, man. Let's add a goal. Let's try to get some super chats in here if we can, man. Anything will work. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Actually, let's start with a logo 5. That's dope. All colors, don't care. Timer, it don't matter. I'll rap, nigga. Uh-oh. What up, what up, what up? In the chat. That's a weird name you got there, brother. All right. Well, anyway, now that you're here, now that I got you here, it's time to get active. All right. Time for that real news stuff. It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. We're gonna get right into it. Um, let me switch my volumes over real quick so then I'm not tweaking. Sound. Output. Speakers. So my speakers ain't going too crazy. I should. I know. You said I pooped today. You a shitty man, man. You a shitty man. Put the chat over here. Okay, we got what's that? Next page button. Okay. Cool. I got my stream deck on. Hopefully don't out the way. We got some comments here. What the comments say real quick before we start, bro? You have some clear ass skin. It's okay. It ain't super clear. In Hadasha, how do you say that shit? I'm here supporting my gay brothers content. Hell no, that ain't this content, brother. Don't insult my man Angelo, brother. As sweet as sugar plum. Y'all be saying some crazy. I forget after like 12, 1 o'clock. Y'all be saying some crazy shit, man. It's okay though. As long as y'all here to see what's going on, man. You know, I got my snacks ready. Just had some fried chicken. The fuck is you talking about? I shouldn't even be eating that shit for real. I don't usually eat it. I eat chicken, but not fried. I'm also on the landscape version. If y'all want to check out my landscape version on there, I'm going to be going back and forth because I want to make sure that everybody's counted for. Because yesterday when I went live, I didn't notice nobody on the landscape. So I had somebody talking on there and I wasn't even checking it for real. So today I'm going to check it. But I usually stay on the vertical mode just so y'all can see. So I stream on both landscape and vertical mode at the same time. So y'all can get the best of both worlds for those people that don't know how to get to the shorts, because YouTube has not made it easy yet to obtain the shorts. So I know they have a tab that you can find the shorts, but it should be a little bit more easier for people. Like they got like shorts where you're watching shorts and then short lives. This is a short live or a vertical live. Okay. Hello again and good evening, Angelo. Kind blessings to you and the fine skin in the chat tonight. Fine kin in the chat tonight. Well, I appreciate you, Pure Prom. Appreciate the love, man. We back at it again. Back at it like SmackDown. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about a couple topics. We're going to hop off for the night. You know, it's Angelo Savage. This is your night news. So I want you guys to relax, listen. If you're at work, chill out, put the thing in your ear, give you some commentary. You get what I'm saying here? And then after every video, we're going to read some comments off. You know what I mean? Let's keep it lit, all right? It's your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get it. So, first things first, looks like we got a new phone. It's called the Trump Mobile. Now, there's a new phone out here called the Trump Mobile. Now, I don't know what Trump has this factuation with putting his name on everything. You know what I'm saying? I understand it's the 250th anniversary, and I guess that is a valid reason. But he got the Trump Mobile. He got the Trump Mobile, nigga. He got the Trump Passport. He got the Trump airport. Like a man trying to put his name on everything. Which, hey, if it was me, I guess, and it's my last try to do it, I guess I'll do it too. So let's go and see what this do, man. Let's see what this video is up to, dude. Oop, my bad. My bad, ladies and gents.
Gold casing, a flag stamped on the back. This long-awaited T1 phone from Trump Mobile is finally here. It was in June last year that the president's sons announced a bold new venture.
Today we're here to introduce Trump Mobile.
The phone marketed as a patriotic alternative to big tech and promised as an American-made phone.
We're keeping our data onshore. We're going to be manufacturing the phones.
Trump Mobile said the phone would be released in August. NBC News put down the $100 deposit that same month.
Thank you for your order, Brian Chung.
But 9 months passed with 12 phone calls and countless emails to the company. But one day after this report last week,
here we are in May of 2026, and there appears to be no sign of it.
Someone on behalf of Trump Mobile contacted me and said devices were going out to the media.
And, okay, here it is. Here is the long-awaited Trump Mobile phone.
The phone is taller than an iPhone 17 and comes with 512 gigabytes of storage at a relatively cheap $499, which the company says is promotional pricing.
Truth Social. Pre-installed on the phone.
Like any other phone, it can make calls, send texts,
do some wide angles,
and takes pretty good photos too. The phone looks different from how it was originally advertised. The original language on the website said the phone would be made in the USA, language that has since been scrubbed from the website, now saying American Proud Design, with an American flag that has only 11 stripes. Experts say the phone resembles a phone made in Taiwan.
It looks very similar. It has a very distinct shape.
Yeah, that does look really similar.
Almost identical so far. We're not set up for a mid-range, kind of mid-budget phone to be made in that way here in the United States. If I had to put money on it, I would say that's the HTC U24 Pro.
Representatives for Trump Mobile did not respond to questions about whether the phone is made in the U.S., and the White House did not confirm if President Trump himself is using the phone bearing his name.
Look, we all know the truth, right? Trump is not using this goddamn phone for himself. But I will say it's a marketing thing. But of course, you got to use Google or Android. So a lot of his users probably don't even use Android. Maybe half of them use Android, the other half use iPhone. So you kind of isolate those individuals. But I will say he did keep it at a low price. So I give it to him on that. He said the camera's decent. It's pre-uploaded with Truth Social. That's a bonus too. The thing is, you can't say American made, and that's why they probably originally had it and then changed it to American design. Because we all know if that phone was made in America, we're paying $100 million for it. That $500 phone gonna be $3,000, and it don't do nothing real special. He should have made it a fold or something. You know what I'm saying? He should have competed with Samsung or something. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I guess the idea is okay. You know what I'm saying? It ain't super rock solid, but you know, people, I think stuff like this, people buy because they want to support him. You know what I'm saying? They're not just buying it because they actually like it or want it. They buying it in support of Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? So like he released those, was it shoes? I think it was like some Trump shoes. Come on. They only bought those shoes to support Trump in his trial when he had to pay a debt back. But I guess if that's the way, at least he's not just asking for donations. He's actually giving you a product in exchange. And then it's a rare product at that. So not only it's the president you like, it's the 250th year anniversary. He's the 2-time president winning chair. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. So in that case, you can use it as like, you could put it in like a showcase or something. So, but that's all I would use this for. I wouldn't use it for my personal use or nothing. Now, if he made a phone that literally was like, it can connect to the internet or it can connect to a signal without needing, you know, Wi-Fi or something, then now we talking. You know what I'm saying? I would say you had to put some type of extravagant feature on this phone in order for me to buy it personally. You know what I'm saying? I remember when the Donald Trump Glock came out, the Glock 19. And if you don't know, I'm gonna Google it for you right now. It's this is a good gun. It's called the Trump Glock. And I always wanted one of these, but in my state it's banned. But this gun is cold as hell, boy. Like This I was never against this damn gun. Like this gun is so dope. It's called the Trump Glock 19. It got the Cerakote on it. Looked like the FDE on there. It got his whole face on there. You get what I'm saying? Google it. It's the Glock. It's the 45. It's the Glock 19. 45th Donald Trump. It got his face on that on the side. Boy, it got a threaded barrel. Yeah, I would have bought this gun, but in my state we can't have threaded barrels. And then they got the the Trump 1911, which is even crazier. So like if you like what they call it, memorabilia and stuff. So if you like memorabilia and you like the Trump shit, then I would buy it for that reason. Like these are like collector's items, you know what I'm saying? They got the Trump 1911, you know what I'm saying? The 45 for the 45th president, you know what I'm saying? The 45 ACP. It's a cold gun. So like if you buy stuff out of support, I wouldn't be buying the Trump phone personally because I like the phone. I don't like the phone. The shit is booty. It's like some typical phone. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, as long as it work, I guess you could use it as a collector's item. Like say you a big Trump fan or something, or you just like the guy in general. You know what I'm saying? It's the first president that's stern and stand on business. Then maybe you go buy a bunch of Trump memorabilia. You know what I'm saying? Put it in your little showcase or something with the Trump Glocks, the Trump coin, and shit like that. So that's up to whoever wants to buy it. I'm not a fan of the phone. It's just a phone. But I guess it could sell for money later. I doubt. But as of now, we don't know. But that's what they're talking about with the first look at the Trump phone.
All right, with that, Brian Chung joins us. Brian, we have so many questions. You got the phone. First, how does it work? You've been playing with it all day.
Yeah, I mean, it works like any other phone. It's got Android on here. I think, again, it's going to be a surprise to people that there's a Truth Social preloaded onto the phone. And you'll also
it's a Trump mobile phone.
It is a Trump mobile phone.
Yeah.
And again, there's been a lot of chatter about the 11 stripes on the back instead of 13, although maybe the Trump mobile is the 13. But I think a lot of people are asking a lot of questions. Again, this was a phone that was supposed to be made in the USA. The side of the box here says proudly assembled in the USA. So
what does that mean?
Well, there are implications. So the FTC actually declares whether or not you can say if a phone is made in the USA. It depends on the parts. If you say assembled in the USA, that means that the parts could come from abroad. But if a substantial amount of the assembly happens in the US, then you can say it's assembled in the US. But again, not exactly what was originally advertised when this was first announced in Trump Tower in June.
Yeah, and then.
Yeah, but I wouldn't stick on that. Like that's all irrelevant information due to the fact that who really cares? Who even has a phone made in America for real? So if they said, okay, they're going to profit off a phone that's in America, who cares for real? Like I'm not a person I know why phones are good because they made in Japan, Korea, and all that shit. Like in China, like I know why, or India. That's why the phones are good because they cheap. Now, this phone made in America is $100 million. I'm just saying. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that. Y'all a fan of the Trump phone, or y'all think y'all would just buy it to support the man in general, or just buy it because you actually like it? Most people, like I said, don't even have Android phones. I have an Android and I have an iPhone. So I'm best of both worlds. But in the concept of this happening right here, I think they're making a point that it was American made or not. Bro, we all know electronics in America are biggest they just a waste of money. Okay, we all know that. All right, so y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. For the time being, it's your boy Angelo Savage. Y'all stay up, y'all stay tuned. Let's get it. Subscribe. Don't forget to like the video for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel. Let's go. All right, let's see what's next. Mr. Oscar Mata, you're a racist son of a bun. My mans, you saying all this monkey shit. Yeah, shut the hell up. Yeah, I'm not offended. I don't really care. But it's just annoying you spamming the chat. But it's okay. I put you on timeout, brother. 24 hours. Got to put you on a spanking. Yes, sir. Let's see what y'all say in the chat real quick. I'm just going to run through it. Damn, there's a lot of comments in here. America great again. I'll stick with Apple stuff. Thanks. Yeah, for real. Like, who gonna really buy this phone when you got an iPhone? Like, this is some extra phone shit. This ain't something you just buy for real. I'll call Trump with it and ask for a small loan for $1 million EFX. I just need a small $1 million loan, Donald. Please. You know, actually, something just happened recently. Donald Trump made something. I'm gonna actually speak on that maybe tomorrow. It's about the Pell Grant. He's giving out Pell Grants for people that are basically are going to go to school for stuff that like electrician, HVAC. If you want to be like a nurse aide or a healthcare aide, what else? Stuff like that. But he's giving out Pell Grants for that. So I'm gonna speak on that tomorrow, so y'all can stay tuned on that. But look into that for y'all. So the people that in this chat that actually want to go to school or something for something that you can get free schooling with. I don't think it matters your income, but they'll Pell Grants are free money from the government, but they give you a certain amount, so you can get your trucker's license and shit for a low amount of money for really quick. I think they're doing plumbing. I don't know if they're doing plumbing too, but they're doing electricians and HVAC. That just came out today, by the way. So I just put y'all up on game. It's definitely not made in the U.S. No, I'll buy it and test it versus my Kamala Harris phone. My Kamala Harris phone. Head to the battle. Yeah, Kamala Harris got a phone. That's crazy. F Trump. F Trump. What's important that our dear leader is able to maximize profit and give out as much taxpayers' money to his friends as possible. Well, I'll tell you this. Biden was giving out hella fucking money, bro, to unnecessary shit. We was funding it. Boy, I remember, what I hate about the Biden administration, G? I remember when we was just giving money away, nigga, for no reason. I remember I was working and everybody's like, oh, Ukraine this, Ukraine that, pro-Ukraine. And then they realized we was giving them niggas billions, hella money. And shit was going down. Motherfuckers instantly started changing the objective. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, like I was for the protect Ukraine shit too. And then I realized, I was like, these motherfuckers stealing money, hella money. Like, we good. You know what I'm saying? So those people that still be saying that Trump is taking money, giving it to his friends, you got to understand where it was coming from before that. Like, Biden was just giving motherfuckers money too, though, for no reason. Didn't even go over there and shake the man's hand. Whole time the war happened in Ukraine and Russia because they didn't shake that man's hand and talk to him. They kind of treated that nigga like an alien. And he got on that and he said, "All right, bet." Same for China. Why haven't we shook hands with China in the Biden administration? That's how I look at it. It's like I look at the presidency as like, it's just like we're little fish to this shit. We just people. We're just people that vote, bro, for real. And our vote probably don't even count for real. Like, Trump is at a whole nother level of like superpower, nigga. Like, that's why I can have my opinions about Trump. I can have my opinions about Biden. But when you're at that level of presidency, you're talking to big level individuals. You know what I'm saying? You talking to Putin. You talking to Xi Jinping, whatever buddy name is over in China, bro. You talking to real people that have real power that can end real stuff. Like, you talking to, North Korea, Kim Jong-un. You talking to world leaders that really could do damage. So we're a little fish to this shit. I can have my opinion about it, like I said, but Trump is at a whole nother level of life. I don't care if you like him or not. Like, he's a world leader, nigga, of like the best country in the world. So, and Biden was once at one time too. I see him just a small fish in a big pond. Facts, we all are. You know what I'm saying? And they're sharks in this bit. All right. Let's see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the next topic since we're all on there. So this is interesting. Luigi Mangiani. How do you say that buddy name? Luigi Mangiani. Anyway. Basically, some important information has come out today. So let's press that button. So the guy Luigi Mangiani, however you say this brother's name, but either way, he is the guy that was suspected of killing the CEO of United Healthcare. Yes, that individual. And I want y'all to know that is not the way you do things. I understand. And he was Ivy League too. The guy was a privileged individual and basically a lot of things. People say, "Oh, I like the guy." I don't. Look. You know what I hate about people? They portray to be God-fearing people. They portray to be Catholics, high religious individual. I don't portray none of that shit, but I still don't say death to people. So that's why when people be spilling the nonsense, oh, he should have killed this guy. No one should die because they're in a position of power. Technically, definitely a CEO that has nothing to do with the business other than being a CEO. You know what I'm saying? He didn't make the business. He's just the representation of the business. Now, look, I'm not saying they're doing right. Now, in this situation, this is not about what was right or wrong. What he did, you shouldn't kill people. Let's just put that out there. If he was in any other state, what was this, New York? Any other state, he was in Florida, he getting a needle. There's no trial, nigga. Any other state, he's getting, if he's in a red state, he's getting a needle. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So I know people think like he's only going to get away with this. He's only going to get life sentence, really. He's not going to get anything horrible done. So that's all that is. Anyway, new key evidence has been revealed in this case, and I think you guys might be shocked here. So let's play the video. Let's go. Don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Let's go.
We have breaking news in one of the criminal cases against Luigi Mangione, the man who's accused of killing United Healthcare CEO. He's appearing right now in a New York City courtroom. Moments ago, the judge, Gregory Caro, issued a major ruling. He says state prosecutors will be allowed to use some key evidence recovered during his arrest in Altoona, Pennsylvania, back in December of 2024. But other key pieces of evidence will now be suppressed. Put simply, a partial win for the defense. So what stays in? Well, a firearm and notebooks discovered in Mangione's backpack. What is suppressed? Electronic devices, including his cell phone and computer chip, and the firearm magazine. The judge also ruled some of the statements Mangione allegedly made to investigators at that McDonald's will be admissible as long as he wasn't officially considered in custody at that time. The 28-year-old suspect has pleaded not guilty to both state and federal charges stemming from the killing of Brian Thompson outside a Manhattan hotel. Let's bring in NBC News legal analyst Danny Ceballos for more on these proceedings today. We're just digesting it now. Bottom line, this is a surprise that even the defense is getting some sort of victory here. And really when it comes, let's start with the physical evidence here, things like the gun and the notebook versus the magazines, the wallet, the passport, things like that. It really comes down to what was actually confiscated at the McDonald's versus what was then later taken out of the backpack while he was at the police station. Walk us through this decision.
Exactly right. This is a surprise. These motions are rarely granted. They're very difficult to win. And even a partial win here is a massive win for the defense. And you're exactly right. So the Fourth Amendment prohibits searches without a warrant. But there are so many exceptions to the warrant requirement.
Right.
And in this case, when they approached Mangione, once he was secure and the bag was 9 feet away, then they needed a warrant because it was no longer in what is called his grabbable area, his wingspan. If it's something he could theoretically still reach, like a firearm, then they can search it incident to arrest for obvious reasons, officer safety. But in this case, because he was secured, the bag's 9 feet away, they're no longer in officer safety land. So anything that was searched and discovered at the McDonald's essentially is being suppressed. But interestingly enough, once they take it back to the station and they conduct what's called an inventory search, they did that largely correctly. And they got to other evidence that they didn't look at McDonald's.
Yeah, so you're telling me that he can have evidence that is suppressed due to the fact that it wasn't on his immediate person. And then the statements he was making before they read him his rights can also be suppressed. So that's basically suppressing evidence that proved that he was at the place, like the location of the phone. So you're saying, okay, we can suppress the phone location, then we suppress that he was even there at the position, right? That is kind of sticky. I hate the government, man. It's crazy because the phone puts you there, the cameras put you there, the suppressor puts you there, the letter that you wrote puts you there. You know what I'm saying? It's all proof. But you're telling me the judge said we're going to suppress all that. The only thing you could, even the extra magazine, because the suppressor was in the bag with the magazine. So the only thing they can hold him with is with his little journal he had and the gun he has on his person. Other than that, everything else that was in that bag cannot be used. That's crazy. What world do we live in? Nigga, he did it. It's evident. You hear me? He hopped in the car. I guess they get now. You know, it's so crazy. They're making it's good for the defense, and I guess this is the lawyer shit. It's good for the defense, but for the state that's gonna have to prosecute him and everything, they look at this like, okay, now we got to use the footage from or the location of the cab driver he took there, maybe footage of the incident, how he drove there, just to place him in that location. right? Because if the judge is ruling out a bunch of evidence that literally puts him at that location at the scene of the crime, that means now the lawyers or the state side have to prove that he was still there without that evidence. And that's as of now. So that's a huge win for Luigi Mangione. You know what I'm saying? Now he got to go back to jail and sit in there with Diddy and Venezuela. You get what I'm saying? But still, it's like the man smiling in trial. That's crazy. Look, I think I just want to see how this trial goes. We're going to see how this trial goes because it's very interesting. It's interesting how the government and the judge knows that, okay, you're telling me since the bag was not, since we searched the bag before reading him his rights, we cannot press that. And I guess that's the law. They should have done that. But due to the fact that the bag was this many feet away from him, you cannot assume that it was his bag. But can you connect the handwriting in the bag and the location and the stuff that was used in the scene of the crime to him? It's his. So this is this is a liberal state we're talking about here. They damn near might walk him out the front gate. I'm telling you. New York, you might walk this man out the front gate. You're free. I know you killed the CEO, but they should have read you your rights. And that's true. They should have. But there's evidence of something. They're looking for a guy. Said guy's on the news. He's been identified. Call has went through, said he's here. I'm coming to grab him. I have probable cause to assume that this bag that he used in the crime that we were looking at the video to find him is his. But the judge said, fuck all that. Throw it out. Woo! That's a very sticky situation we're dealing with here. That's the crazy part. And then you got the man smiling in court. The man smiling in court. He don't give a damn.
Including the firearm, which to me is the biggest piece of evidence that stays in. That will stay in because the inventory search was proper.
And that's what's interesting. Maybe some people didn't realize about this case was initially when they searched his backpack, the magazine was one of the things they found, but not the actual handgun itself. That was discovered later when they were processing the backpack back at the police station. Big picture, what does this mean for the case? Because I feel like if the gun stays in and the notebook stays in, which allegedly includes some writings about the healthcare industry and things that could go to motive, that seems like a big deal. But not having the magazine, not having the cell phone, the passport, the wallet, how could that hurt the prosecution's case?
Look, here's the thing. The prosecution has a lot of evidence against Luigi Mangione, but the defense here has done an amazing job. And obviously, I'm a defense attorney, so I'm a little biased, but I understand the uphill battle they've had at every turn. And this motion was always a long shot. And I expected, I said it on the morning show with you, Joe, that I expected this motion to be flat out denied, just as the similar motion was denied in federal court. So even a partial win, it doesn't mean the case goes away. As you know, the government or the prosecution still has a lot of evidence against him. And you're right, the gun, to me, is the most important. But that is the way criminal defense works. You chip away. It's death by 1,000 cuts, figuratively. It's a saying. So you try to chop away at the prosecution's case. And two things can happen. Either the case might get too weak, or you can negotiate a better outcome for your client.
The defense is just looking for reasonable doubt in the mind of one juror, and that's what makes the difference here. So that's some of the physical evidence here. Another question.
And that's what it's about. It's about creating a reasonable doubt. So if you remove this, and this is my opinion, I don't have no expert advice here, but I'm just thinking, based on all the trials and stuff I've seen, if you take the suppressor away from the crime and he can't use it in evidence, and the video states that he had a suppressor on the weapon, but you can't use that weapon, was there ever actually him that shot the man? Because his face was not showing. You see, that's how they're going to tear this shit apart. They're going to tear it apart like death by 1,000 cuts. They're going to be like, well, the guy in the video had a suppressor. He doesn't have one because that evidence has been suppressed because he can't use it. So technically, he never had it. I don't know. I hope no dumb shit like that happen. That'd be nuts. That'd be crazy, man. Like, if he walked free, that'd be the craziest thing in the world. And I'll be honest, it'd be a negative thing for the world because what it's going to do is going to motivate other people to do the same crime. It's that simple. It makes sense, right? So if he gets away that simple, literally, I don't even know if he has the money to defend himself. It's the fans that came out the woodwork donating to his foundation and shit that allowed him to even have the defense he has to defend himself, which is crazy. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that in the comment section. So that's the new evidence found, is that they suppressing evidence. You get what I'm saying? Y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. Your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to like the video for the YouTube algorithm. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy Savage, man. Let's go. Peace. All right, team, let me plug my phone up for this bit die. You know, I got the camera running. I see the camera is kind of low. And then we're going to keep going. Let's get it. All right, let's see what's going on. He said, what in the EBT is going on here? Y'all be saying some crazy shit, man. I love Luigi. Come on, bro. You just talking. He talking about Palestine. His dude's a murderer, straight up. Facts. I suspect Luigi has an excellent lawyer. He has an excellent lawyer because all the bitches think he cute. He got the thick eyebrows. He's smiling still after he killed somebody, and they've been throwing money on this GoFundMe, bro. Imagine you a killer, right? You got a GoFundMe, and the GoFundMe is supporting you to fight the government, and the government's like, cool, use it. He needs it, but still, it's like, damn. He got hoes. It's like on some mass murder shit. He got the hoes come out the woodwork. They trying to suck him up over the out between the sail bars. It's crazy, G. He comes from a rich family, so makes sense. Facts. He's come Ivy League, G. He's literally from a rich family, and I heard, and this is hypothetically speaking, I don't know, allegedly, he coming from a family that he killed him over somebody else. It had nothing to do with him. You get what I'm saying? That's what I think was heard. I think it had nothing to even do with him. It had to do with somebody else. And then he's doing what all the other killers do. They write on the bullet to make a point. And then his shit jam up because he got a homemade. First he had a ghost gun. He got the uppers from eBay. He had a 3D printed bottom, lower. And then he had a homemade suppressor. So when he shot that motherfucker, he had to cock it every time to shoot it because it kept jamming. That's premeditated. Nigga. What was premeditated when he planned the shit out? He had Buddy itinerary. Isn't having a gun that did the shooting enough? Man, lawyer ball is a weird sport. Yeah, facts. Like, the gun should be enough, but look what happened. They just suppressed the evidence of the suppressor of books, details, passports. That's erasing certain evidence of him trying to leave. What if he like, oh, I need a bail now because that passport insinuated I was trying to leave, but technically I'm not trying to leave because that evidence is suppressed. So can I get a bail? You know what I mean? Like that's how you got to look at it though, because that's what it is. So I don't know why the judge threw out the evidence due to the fact that it was in the bag when he was approached by the police officer. But he's a wanted felon. So if a felon commits a crime and you want him, as long as he has the evidence of his crime in a bag farther away from him when you catch his ass and all the evidence, the murder evidence in there with the blood on it, the judge gonna throw it out? That's crazy, G. What world do we live in? You know, this is just a sexy case too. I want y'all to understand. This is just a sexy case. So this is why it's so famous and everything, because I understand, you know, I've been, you know, I'm in the nursing field and I've heard nurses say that he should have done it. And I'm like, you know, what happened to thou shalt not kill, man? Like, I feel like our morals go out the window when we're trying to make a point. It's crazy. And then everybody goes along with it. I don't, you know, I'm Angelo Savage, but sometimes I got morals too, G. Sometimes it ain't the way. It ain't the way. Let's just say that. All right. Chocolate Daddy. This nigga freaky. Oh, shit. Trump is not my president. Neither is he a disgrace to the United States, and he's laughing stock of the world. Yeah. When Johnny was wrong, death is always too much, but corporations are eating society alive. I'm be honest. I know we blame the insurance people, but I'm gonna pick your brain a little bit. I want y'all to think a little bit. This is Angelo Savage. I'm gonna force you to think. We blame presidents. We blame the corporations, but we should be blaming, I would say actually blame the government for allowing, because I don't think y'all understand. And people don't understand this because they usually have a job that gives them insurance, but they're still paying for it either way. So when you grown up like me, I'm 28 years old, there's times I didn't have insurance at all. This is how it works. If you make over a certain threshold, you don't get certain, let's say, how do you say it? Privileges other people that make over that threshold, right? So I think the threshold is like $45,000 a year. If you make over $45,000 a year, bro, you're paying full price for the shit. And if you're paying, and what's happening is the insurance companies were raising their price up because the government, when Obama was in order, was the government was paying the insurance companies to give us the insurance, like a stipend. Does that make sense? So the government was getting insurance coverage stipends to give it to us if you make under this amount, but anybody that makes over that amount had to pay the retail price, which is very high as hell. So it's really forcing poor people to stay poor. At the same time, it's incentivizing the insurance companies to raise the rate up because they're being incentivized by the government because the government's paying them the money. So they up the prices. It's like, for instance, let me give you a better analogy. The government is paying for your Netflix subscription, right? So since the government is paying for your Netflix subscription, if you make under a certain amount, the poor people don't have to pay for it, and they're okay and they're happy about it. But at the same time, the people that aren't poor, they're seeing Netflix increase the price over and over again. But since they're being subsidized by the government for the poor people don't see what's going on until it's removed. Or until they make enough money to not be poor anymore. And then you realize that the subscription is so fucking high that you can't afford to watch the TV, but you need to watch the TV to survive. See? Tell me if that made sense in the chat, man. I don't know. Maybe that's me understanding it the way I understand it, but that's exactly what's going on. So I would blame Obama, and be honest with you. But it helped poor people too. But at the same time, while helping poor people, the insurance companies took advantage of the government by increasing the rate because the government's going to pay them for it. Like subsidies. Yeah, that's the word. So at the end of the day, yes, it helped poor people, but it screwed anybody else that tried to get out that hole. It's kind of like Section 8. You try to get out of Section 8, you're going to be in a bigger hole trying to get out of Section 8 than if you just be poor and stay in it. Like I said, we're all slaves now. We got to understand what's really going on here. But it's a lot of shit going on, man. If we start thinking, shit gonna start making sense. And what I just told you make complete sense. So yes, like, cause I was raised on Section 8. I was raised on EBT and all that shit. Like that's just poor people shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not on that shit. Since I turned 18 years old, I never went on that shit again. I just buckled down and started working. I'll never allow that shit to get it. But then while I didn't do EBT or Section 8 no more because I was an adult now, the insurance shit started to take over my life. Where they even subsidize. So like, say for instance, you go to, and I'm sorry to do a tangent real quick, but I need to explain this to y'all for those that don't know. If you go to healthcare.gov every year, you get a subsidy if you make a certain amount of money, and they ask you how much money did you make last year, and that's how much like subsidies they're going to give you on your insurance. I made too much, so I don't get none of that. So if my insurance is like $400 a month, it's $400 a month. But if you made under, like, I think the threshold is like 48,000 a year, you, depending on how much money have you made of that, is how much they give you. So some people with the same insurance you have might be paying like $20 a month. Does that make sense? But here's the catch. If you make more money that year so 2026, if you reported $25,000 last year in 2025, if you make more money than more money in 2026, the federal government, when you file your taxes, is going to put that on your taxes. They're like, okay, this is how much we gave you back, and this is how much money you made. We want that money back. You owe us it. So that's how that works. You know what I mean? It's the government's, like, they're kind of working with the insurance companies, and the insurance companies is finessing the humans. I mean, the regular people like us, and everybody's being finessed. So when we hold shit back, we just really just holding our demise back. The inevitable is coming. You know what I'm saying? So that's enough for that. Let's keep going. Y'all say some weird shit, don't you? I want to let y'all know, man. There's a lot of weirdos in the chat, so let's see. I can make somebody the mod because I'm tired of seeing this stupid shit. Hold my dick. Okay, bro. You're going in timeout, sir. 24 hours. You're out of here, sir. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Yep, insurance companies are very powerful lobbies. That and the coups with a J. Anyway. So it's not even about being Republican or Democrat. I think Democrats are just holding off with having people pay money. Republicans are like, man, we tired of doing that. Let's get rid of this debt. But at the end of the day, we all getting screwed, so it doesn't really matter. Angela's just giving us the facts, dude. Facts. So, you know what I mean? So, and the thing is, too, about the lobbying it, like, I'm learning this shit, too. I'm young, but as me learning this shit, I understand the threat to all of us, and that's the government itself. And then the private companies that are, it's like Big Pharma, Big Chicken. They're literally paying the government to, like, shut the hell up and don't say shit. or do something a certain way, or don't do something a certain way. Because it could be a simple thing where it's same as insurance companies with like Allstate. They can be like, well, you can't charge the people this much more money. And it'd be just like that. Just like that. If the government came in and told the insurance companies, the health insurance companies, like who else? Who you got? You got a bunch of insurance companies. If they just came in and told them you cannot charge people more than this rate, that's just what it is. It's gonna be that, or you don't get any federal dollars, and it's gonna change. But since they lobby to those certain presidents, they don't do that. And they know that's the solution, but they decide not to. Instead, they tax the people that work the most. And that's for anything. Blue Cross Blue Shield, yep. Medicaid, bro, they finessing everything, bro. I work in nursing, bro. I see who get treated the worst and who gets treated the best. Like, y'all think, like, even you pay or you don't pay, you're going to end up in the same spot. Like, you're in a nursing home. If you got Medicaid, G, everybody's gonna get Medicaid at the end. So even if you got private, like they're gonna drain that shit down to damn near throttle to the middle, and then they're gonna hit you with the Medicaid, and then you're gonna be in the same spot. But you got to be poor first. It's weird, bro. And now in the state of Illinois, they've removed Blue Cross Blue Shield from a lot of people. So now in the state of Illinois, bro, they're forcing you to use their own insurance companies, like as if they got a deal with, or they don't have a deal with Blue Cross Blue Shield Illinois. So they stop people from using them. They literally took them off. You can't even get that in the state. And there's a bunch of other ones you can't choose in this state. Like while I was choosing insurance and shit, I was like, damn, what happened to what's it called? Is it called Aetna? Whatever happened to Aetna? Aetna disappeared. I started using Embedded of Illinois. Like the shit you start being forced to use the most expensive shit. It's crazy. You fuck around and be like, you know what? I'm just not even gonna do no insurance. I'm just gonna stay healthy and eat right. That's kind of where it's going, bro. And just pray nothing bad happen. Just stay in good health, because that's the thing. They're preying on our downfalls. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, they're preying on our downfalls. This is Reporting Live with your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to subscribe. If I'm giving you that information, hey, I might be saying something you don't like to hear, but I'm telling you, this is what you need to hear. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to subscribe. Facts. Let me read a couple more comments. We're gonna go to the next video. Allstate owns a whole ass stadium, but they won't pay for the grandma's surgery. Messed up, but I don't want to hurt any someone over it. Yeah, it's just some people are just passionate. Maybe it's cancer. Maybe it's something that the gut. They say, oh, we can't. You ever seen the movie John Q? This remind me of John Q, but this guy took it. Luigi Mengoni. He took it just way far, bro. He plotted it out. He made his own guns. He made his suppressor. He hunted the guy down. He shot him in broad day, or in the middle of front of everybody, pretty much. Tried to get away. So if you look at the movie John Q, like they literally denied this man they're gonna let his son die. He damn near had to put the gun to the doctor's head in order to get the surgery for his son. So if you watch John Q with Denzel Washington, make you want to shed a tear, and that explains to you right then and there the American system of health insurance. Believe me, they'll let you die. That's just how it works, bro. I've been in medicine for 10 years, brother. since I was 18 years old. I'm telling you what it is. And I talk to these people all the time. The families are explaining it to me. The residents are explaining it to me. Like, it's just best that y'all just stay in good health. Facts. Problem is the majority of screws the minority and fucks everyone. That, yeah, but it's stuff you can't even change, bro, unless we just change ourselves. If we stop eating bad, we stop eating processed, they're gonna be forced to change their ways. It's like the instant, like the youth isn't drinking as much, right? They're drinking the salsa, this frizzy drinks and shit. What happened? All the liquor companies has been changing to that because that's how they're selling their products. The old heads that had died off from liquor and kidney failure, liver failure, they're gone, or they're going. And now the kids are drinking like the fizzle drinks. You know what I'm saying? But if we all just stop fucking with it, they would just kind of they'll start forcing us the healthy shit if we just stop wanting the bad stuff. He said, nice setup. Appreciate it, brother. This is the setup. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Just get it. It's better on the landscape version, though. So a landscape, you can see a lot more than the vertical. I'm streaming both ways, brother. Streaming both ways. I'm non-binary. Anyway, nice setup. John Q took the words out of my mouth. Young man, you're the real deal friend. God bless you and yours. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe. Medicine is a business, and the government is footing the bill. Facts. Shit, we all footing the bill. The government is just finessing us to pay medicine. It's a recycling cycle. Actually, it's even. I don't even want to get into too much detail because what's his name? Bobby Vladil 826. He said medicine is a business, and government is footing the bill. Look, we're footing the bill. The government's finessing us to foot the bill for the medicine. So, and it's even deeper than that. I remember I was sitting down and somebody told me, I said, do you know where your tax money go to? You're paying for Section 8. You're paying for Medicaid. You just don't know you're doing it. You're paying for all these people expenses that don't give a fuck about their health. So when we fight over EBT restrictions and stuff, you got to think about it. We're paying for EBT, even if you don't get EBT. Does that make sense? I don't want to rant about this too much, but we're paying for EBT even though you don't get EBT. So you're paying for other people to eat bad. So then you're paying also for their insurance, the Medicaid and shit that they're not paying for, that we're giving their Medicaid and EBT, and then they're eating bad. They're going to the hospital using the insurance and all that shit up in a big ass circle. It's like it ain't even the rich people. It's really the middle class or the high middle class are paying for like the middle class, lower middle class, the low class. And then they're eating bad. They got the EBT, they got the Medicaid, and they're just eating bad, hospital, bills. These people at the top, they get tax mode. People at the top get tax mode, get fee. It's like a big ass cycle. Fraud. Like it won't stop, bro. You really have to kind of like sit down and be like, all right, if this person is doing this and this leads to this, maybe this person with the EBT shouldn't be able to buy pop and soda and shit that's unhealthy if it's a nutrition SNAP, a supplemental nutrition program. You know what I'm saying? There is supplemental nutrition. This ain't nutritionist. These niggas buying ice cream. It's nutritious, all right. God damn it. Good job, Angelo. Enjoying the coverage and commentary, bro. Yup. Appreciate the love. Make sure you subscribe. Is healthy liquor? Hell no, healthy ain't liquor. Ain't nothing healthy about liquor for real. But you know, the new generation got the bubbly shit. I would say the cut water, but it's that stuff, you know, the salsa waters or some shit like that. I don't drink that shit. That shit's for sissies. I ain't gonna lie with you. You know, but that's what they drinking now because why? The youth stopped drinking the heavy shit. They start drinking the mixtures and stuff. Like, why you think we getting Coca-Cola mixed with rum in the can now? Like, that's like when they start doing the mixed cereals with like the Frosted Flakes with the Fruit Loops. Nigga, I've been waiting for that. I've been doing that my whole life, mixing it the two boxes. Now they coming because they're giving you what you want now because we're actually like wanting it. So, can I pay for sex? Don't do that, sir. Don't do that, Mr. Money. I'm paying for all these single mother kids. Yeah, facts. She better be using my money to buy them some good stuff. Yeah, she buying her some good stuff, and she buying all processed items, sir. And they're gonna keep doing that because you can't tell them how to spend it, and the government gives them what the hell they want. I know motherfuckers getting $1,000 on EBT, bro. Facts. I'm not playing. I know motherfuckers selling EBT. So while you're giving your tax money for the government to give them it, they're selling it off. 50 cents on a dollar. Some of them, they're selling for 60 cents on a dollar. These motherfuckers hustling, facts. And then they use it to like buy shit with it. Me and my wife it says me and my wife, my wife goes out our way to buy the healthier options, and our 1-year-old, it seems better. Bro, I love my kid, he don't eat nothing but healthy shit. You'll give him a fry, he ain't gonna eat it. He only like fruit and PBJ. Most recalls. I made 80 key last year, brought back 58. Yeah, bro. There seemed to be no path on eating good. I went vegan for years, never been healthier. Still, you learn to be being poisoned. Yeah, bro. You just got to figure out what's best for you, bro. Just really fruit. You just go on a fruit diet, go do cleanses, do liquid diets, liquid fasts. I'm be honest, I only eat once a day. I know I'm swollen and shit, but I still only eat once a day. I eat one big meal in the middle of the day. And then I kind of just chill most of the time. Ain't nothing healthy about liquors. There's always a positive in anything. To be fair, it's a lot lighter in ABV. I don't know what that means. Facts. Cup water is what, 11%. When you mix hard liquor, it's 20%. Yeah, man, they kind of diluting the liquor, selling to us for more price because, you know, they kind of like, you know, it's a finesse, G. Just look at it like that. I appreciate the jewels, big dog. My Somalian uncle just got caught scheming on a daycare. He opened with a Haitian. Yo, that's the big look. I gotta go to the next video, bro. But if motherfuckers scheming, if I see a Somalian with a Haitian, police, help! Fuck you saying? I know they scheming. I know they got some government benefits. They finessing. Don't let me catch a Haitian and a Somalian in the same car. It don't make me catch them in Minnesota, boy. I already know what's going on. Shout out to Mr. Tampon Timmy. I take serious pride in my diet, clean and healthy. I am 1 meal a day guy too, but I eat at night usually. It's okay to eat at night, but don't eat and go to sleep. Let your body function because your body slows down at night. So if you're going to eat at night, be up. You know what I mean? Like say if you're working at night, then it's okay to eat at night for real. Because if you lay right back down, then it's something bad. You're right. They do be poisoning our fruits and veggies too. But I'd rather eat fruits and veggies than all the other processed shit. That's why they said if you go to Walmart, shop around the store. Never shop in the middle because that's where all the processed shit is. So fruits, veggies, meats, dairy. Leave all that other shit alone. Like if you're not gonna really diet, just stay at the end. I was kidding about the Haitians, I think. He said, I think. All right, buddies, let's get to the next video. I appreciate the love, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to like the video. Let's push this video up some more so we can keep it rocking. All right. Hold on, let me plug my clock back in. I gotta make sure I keep tabs on the time. You know, when they did the little 40 die stuff and they took that out, that was actually one of the best things they could have done for us. Alrighty, you know the rest. Shameful, never been like this. I let it out of my hand. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm a fat. Yeah, bro. If you fat, bro, just get on your shit and and get it the hard way, bro. You should not be fat. If you are fat, it's okay. Not really. Not really. Get off your ass, and I don't want you to be taking no Ozempic. Like that's for the females that be having hormone imbalances. You got to get it the hard way, just like a man. You go to that gym and you get it the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Because that's is appreciated. You know, I don't mind a woman taking the little needles and shit. That's cheating, though. I'll be honest. If a woman's taking the Ozempic shot and shit, that's kind of cheating to me. But for women, I don't expect them to not cheat because they get the BBLs and shit. They rather get the BBLs than go to the gym and work it out. So for the men, unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? Trump actually is not obese. I want you to Google his name right now, and he is like 6'2", 6'3", at like 125 pounds. So if you really think about it, he's not obese at all. He's just an old man. He's a tall old guy. If you think about it, like I don't base people off that scale that everybody else base. But if you look at a real person that's 6'2", 6'3", at 225 pounds, that person's not obese. Yeah, so let's go to the next video. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video right now. I appreciate the love, y'all. So it looks like he not 125, 225, my bad. It looks like your boy Elon Musk. Looks like the boy Elon Musk is out here. I guess he did originally sue OpenAI, and they went to court back and forth and whatever. I don't really know what was going on in this situation, but what I do know is actually Elon Musk is one of the original founders of OpenAI, which is crazy that you're suing OpenAI and Sam Altman. Maybe he just wants more power. Let's see what happens here. It says, what you need to know about the jury that tossed out Elon Musk's lawsuit against OpenAI Sam Altman. Let's get it.
Hi.
Uh-oh. I got this motherfucker on super slow-mo. Hold on, let me speed this up. I don't know why I did that. I was looking at something so slow earlier. Actually, I speed these videos up there. Sometimes they be speaking too damn slow for my liking. Let's get it back.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Reiser, and we are following breaking news. A California jury has thrown out Elon Musk's lawsuit against OpenAI and its top executives. They found that Musk waited too long to bring the suit, which alleges Sam Altman, on the right side of your screen, unlawfully enriched himself in the company that Musk helped create. CBS News senior business and tech correspondent Jolene Ken joins us now. So this was supposed to be about whether OpenAI, which was supposed to be this nonprofit, then became this for-profit company, and it was this sort of tit-for-tat between Musk and Altman. But in the end, the jury ended up throwing it out on something completely separate.
Yeah, they threw it out. They tossed the case based on an expired statute of limitations. The jury delivered that verdict unanimously to the judge as a recommendation. And now basically all of the reputational damage that happened over the past, several weeks, in addition to the evidence, all kind of moot. But we do know much more about how these two interacted, how their different leadership interacted to make decisions. But basically, essentially what happened here is Elon Musk filed this lawsuit back in 2024. The statute of limitations is 3 years, and the jury found unanimously that Elon waited too long to file this lawsuit, and that his allegations and his accusations had been well known prior to the statute, or further back than the statute of limitations. So essentially, had he filed the lawsuit earlier, maybe he would have had a better chance here. But they found him not liable on all claims. And so essentially what we learned is that, the nonprofit structure and all of those core questions about how a company like OpenAI should work, who should make money off of it, the nonprofit structure that was originally built versus what it is today, none of those questions were really addressed by the jury in this decision, because they said, Elon Musk, you filed this lawsuit too late.
Oh, wow.
You said reputational damage. Who's coming out of here more bruised?
Oh, it's hard to say. We heard from OpenAI co-founder Sam Altman, who's the current CEO. He was grilled on the stand about whether or not he's a truthful person. That certainly made the rounds and got a lot of attention. We also saw Elon Musk talk about what it was like when he departed the company, as well as his attempt to, make this what he thought was a donation that ended up going into a company that made all of this money. It's hard to say who came out the winner here. We do know that the company, OpenAI, will remain the same. We know that
Yeah, no one's the winner here, but I guess he doesn't like the company formatted as it is, and his money just goes, like, he gonna lose his money. It's OpenAI. They all lost their money. It's a dub for everybody. For real. Definitely Microsoft. If you know, you know. NVIDIA as well. They might lose their money, but they're okay. They can save. But at the end of the day, I think in this situation, if he lost the lawsuit due to timing, that's kind of crazy. And I bet this is gonna eat him up. You know they both on a spectrum, right? They're both on the spectrum. So this is gonna eat Elon Musk in the head so much. He's going to super perform now. Like, you know what I mean? These type of people don't like to fail. They don't like to become a laughing stock, even though sometimes they are. They're so abnormal and weird a little bit. That's why they're so smart. But they don't like to lose. Like, even though this is autism versus autism here, bro. Like, this is the mind of the Asperger's. This is battle of the Asperger's in this motherfucker, for real. And that's just what's going on. My man, he's not gonna sleep now. Because it's like, y'all ever seen The Accountant? My boy couldn't, bro. Until the task is done, he can't sleep. Like, this is Sam Altman and Elon Musk, for real. Like I said, Elon Musk was one of the original founders of OpenAI. He did all he did one of the most the like back in the day, before we even knew about ChatGPT at all. It was before it was even a thing. He was on it. You know what I'm saying? That's how smart these guys were. Like, we're 6-7 years in, and we're just really knowing about this in the last 2-3 years, for real. So they've really been on it heavy, and he's been putting a lot of his money into it. So I guess it's about like the formation of the company and where the money's going, and does he have a say into it? But like you said, statute of limitations, bro. You can't do anything about that. So it's the battle of the tism. You get what I'm saying? This is all what's going on. And I'll say this, for those that don't know, when if you use ChatGPT, it kind of sound like Sam Altman. He got that to his voice at the end, and when it's talking to you, it is do that. Like, what the hell? It's kind of weird. I don't know. That's why I guess Elon Musk created his own AI again, which is Grok, and then he put it in his cars. Like, Elon Musk is on a different level. You know what I mean? I hope Sam Altman is successful too. I actually like the guy. But he looks like he's getting billions of dollars and basically almost trillions. I think they're at 800 million of donations already. They're not even public yet. So if they go public, I'm instantly buying, as long as I don't lose no money. But I actually am subscribed to OpenAI. I got ChatGPT. I pay for every month because I really use it to high function. That being said, man, it's not really much you can say about this. It's just a waste of time between the two companies. Nothing's going to change. They're just going to continue to do what they need to do, or Elon Musk going to get his revenge. Like I said, it's battle of the tism. You hear me? And they're not going to play around until the objectives are done. Like, I bet he's not sleeping after this. People like Elon Musk don't sleep after a loss. They can't. It's like their body and their mind won't let them. So that being said, man, tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. What's your thoughts on Elon Musk's involvement in ChatGPT or OpenAI? He was one of the original founders, so we got to put that in there. The NVIDIA CEO was also one of the original founders too, so I want everybody to understand that as well. This doesn't go without that. So I understand he's probably fighting for like property or foundership or whatever, a say in the company somehow. But yeah, as of now, the case has been dismissed. We're going to see what happens in the future. Battle of the Tism. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Let's get it. Make sure you subscribe. Peace. All right, what y'all saying in this chat? Chat. Y'all like this format? How y'all fucking with it? Y'all messing with it, bro? How y'all like this format? Like, I told myself we're going to start streaming every day just to see how this is going. I like it. I think I can get both objectives done. I can record my content while streaming and talking to my audience. So I do video, read comments. Do video, reaction, read comments. I just want to see what y'all saying based on this video. So based on this video, you said, let's see. And for the last video, the guy said that, and I hate to say this, but I just Googled it. He was mentioning Donald Trump. Sorry to bring up the last comment, but he said that you just told me Trump's not fat, LMFO. Okay, so I brung this up. Trump's weight. Trump's weight is officially listed as 224 pounds. A figure comes from an official medical report released from the White House physician, and he is 6'7". Now, I want you, let's see. What football player is 6'7", 225 pounds? I just want to show you guys something, just so y'all know. Nigga, all of them. Fuck is you talking about? All of them. What is y'all saying? Like, I just had to get that out real quick because I just wanted y'all to know that 6'3" at 225 pounds is football weight, nigga. That's like real football weight. Notre Dame basketball player, 6'7". He's 6'7", 225. Let's see. I said football player. Like that's real like football weight. Like me at 225, bro, I look literally like an athlete. But I got muscle though. His can look like fat, but or whatever it is. I'm just not to defend a nigga though. Anyway, back to Elon Musk. Back to the comments. I just wanted to state that because 225, 230. Well, he said OMF drama 230. Trump is at least 300. Ain't no way. Nah, bro. I'm telling you, he's not. He tall. He tall. Look at Barron, bro. I thought the same thing. And when I heard his official weight 225, I said, whoa, I weigh more than 225. I'm 235, 240, bro. And I'm swole as hell. Like, but that's me though. I tone myself out. But if I let myself go, I could still be the same weight though. You know what I'm saying? I just won't be like ripped. He is like 80 years old though too. So anyway, let's get back to the comments. Where am I? These MAGA cultists are hilarious. Yeah, well, you got dark MAGA in this motherfucker. That's Elon Musk. Elon Musk is dark MAGA. That's what he was saying. But you know what? I don't even think they MAGA for real. I think they got an objective and they're using the president to get to it, bro. They on the spectrum. So I think really shame on Donald Trump for using these special needs kids for his agenda. You get what I'm saying? Records from his New York business fraud arrangement stated that he was 6 feet 2 inches tall, 240 pounds. Even 240 is like I'm about 235, 240 for real. Like I fluctuate from like 235 to 245, and I'm 6'2.5", 6'3". I'm about that same height, but I'm swole as hell, bro. Like I got muscle on me. I got a big muscle, boy. But that's me though. You're not too much different from MAGA to me. Both are similar. Yeah. Well, MAGA is like a gang almost, but it's like not everybody's MAGA. You can be pro-Trump, but you don't have to be MAGA. MAGA is like a whole different like genre. That's like everything he says is the factuals. You know, I don't believe that. I don't like racist felons. We're absolutely opposites. That's fine, sir. We don't have to be the same. I'm actually from the trenches and I know the streets. Most people don't. They just talk out their ass. He just hires smart people. Yeah, you got to if you want to get the job done, right? If you're not hiring smart people, what are you doing? Clearly Elon Musk is on a different level. No one should disagree. Facts. He's literally bro. Well, people that try to criticize people that are like high performing people, bro. If you're not high performing, bro, even at least at your job, then you can't talk about another high performing individual. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's really putting in hours of his life and dedicating it to a craft and being disciplined like a robot. Like, if you're not like that, bro, you can't talk shit about Elon. Like, it just makes you look like a hater. It's like talking about a friend that's doing better than you, and you're like, yeah, but he ain't happy. It's like, nigga, he ain't doing this for happiness. He doing this for the thrill of it, sure. Elon is a fascist, so pedo loving. Okay, now you're just reaching, sir. Okay, maybe I was wrong. My apologies. Nah, well, Elon's just different, brother. He's different. He's different than all of us. So I'm not saying he's superior than us. He's on the spectrum, bro. He's literally just thinking how he is. He says, you read slow, kidding, good for you, brother, and sharing different views while being respectful. A breath of fresh air. Yeah, well, some of these words ain't done. They're not written correctly. I have to kind of like read around it and make it make sense. Oh, my God, I'm 230. Trump is at least 300. Okay. Bro just compared Trump to an athlete built. That's insane. Nigga, God, look at my Instagram, Angelo So Savage. You're going to see the build. I'm telling you. I'm 235 pounds to 245 pounds. Like, that's my range. If you look at me right now, if Donald Trump is my height with my weight, with proper exercise, the nigga can look like me. Nah, not really. I'm black, but still, he's 80 years old. Y'all comparing this nigga to a real athlete, but he has the weight and the height of a real athlete. Facts. He doesn't have to be swole because he's fucking elderly. Like, you are handsome. Appreciate the love. Bro, on that grifter grind. Fake muscle, sir. Oh, yeah. We got haters. Look, we got haters in this bitch. It's up. There's good people who identify as MAGA, as there are good people who identify as Trump and pro-left Democrats, like my opinion, trouble and misinformation. Yeah. Facts. You like transphobes, huh? I like transphobes. What is that? I don't go by that ideology. I'd rather have Biden inside the White House. At least he sits there. Biden's not just sitting, he's sleeping. He's sleeping on a job, goddammit. How you like some of the most racist people in the country as a black man? They're not racist. Even if they were, who gives a fuck? What they gotta do with me? They don't make no money in my pocket. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck if this nigga racist or not. A nigga will still buy a Tesla, right? Right. So it wouldn't even matter. I'm talking shit about Elon because Elon is a shit person. Bro, remember, people were not buying Teslas because people were vandalizing people's cars. The same people that go to church every week and praise God. That's why I don't believe that religious shit people be speaking, because at the same person that will speak highly about Jesus and God and being righteous is the same people that's going to scrape up a Tesla because they don't like a man in his opinion. It's like, come on, man. Y'all fake righteous. Y'all can't do that. His politics are stud, but he's brilliant. He's definitely brilliant, bro. Now, you can't take that from him. It's hard for people to understand what it sounds like not to talk the way they all do. Bro, he's literally autistic. Y'all holding this nigga to, like, certain standards. I hate to keep saying that, though. You know what I mean? Eat that glizzy, bud. Whoa. Biden's better. At least he destroy America, not other countries. Facts. Trump's a little sus. He sounds like a little princess. Problem is, you believe the propaganda. I don't understand where this came from. Bro, let's talk on topic. Y'all talking about everything. Trump said the civil rights was the worst. Okay, You spamming at this point. Okay, we're done with the comments. What does the Christians have to do with scraping Teslas? This nigga don't listen. Look, I said y'all righteous Christians that believe in thou shall not do this, thou should be righteous, but at the same time you're scraping someone's Tesla because of his personal views. How is that righteous? How is that holy? No, it ain't. Imagine you're telling people to inflict violence on other people in their cars and hope the death of people while praising the Lord Jesus that died from violence. It's like, nigga, you are the niggas that killed Jesus. Like, that's literally the analogy. Be watching the news too much. Okay, you guys are, at this point, this is getting, you guys don't know what the hell you're talking about. You know, some people are better. It's better not to speak. How is the black man defending the president who says civil rights the worst decision America has made? I have friends who love the North Shore, that Chicago is very radical and it's not a liberal city. Is that so, Angelo? That is not true. The North Shore? Fuck no. They ain't radicalized. These niggas, bro. These niggas liberal as hell, bro. Do you see the No Kings Parade, bro? These niggas is coming out because they got free time. All right, let's continue. Let's keep it moving. Now we finna go to Chicago with it. So we got done with the federal news. So we're gonna get. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure you subscribe, man. We got a couple people in the chat that don't really understand things. It's okay. God will forgive you. Anyway. We got a better situation on our hands at this moment. It seems like Chicago parking meters will go up for sale again. So, backstory. For the individuals that didn't remember, this is the backstory, okay? Chicago parking meters could soon be sold to a new private owner, New York City base, or New York base, Stone Peak Partners. Now, for those that don't understand or don't remember, Chicago's parking meters were sold to a Arabian, I guess, in the UAE, somewhere in the UAE, they bought the parking meters in Chicago at least for 75 years for like $1.5 billion or something like that. Something crazy, right? Nearly $2 billion, right? But the problem is with that is that they got a 70-year lease. 15 years later, they made their money back. So they still got like 50 years, 60 years left on their lease to make that money, and it's only going to keep climbing and climbing. We sold the rights to the parking meters to someone that is not American for a quick dollar. Now we don't even know the money yet because Chicago's back into a deficit. So now they're trying to sell it back for the remaining lease to an American-owned company in New York, Partners. So let's read this. Let's get it popping. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to subscribe. A New York-based investment firm has agreed to purchase Chicago's parking meter system from the company that purchased them in an infamous 75-year deal in 2008. But the deal still requires city council approval. Mayor Brandon Johnson's office confirmed Chicago Parking Meters LLC has agreed to transfer its rights to the city's parking meters to Stone Peak Partners in New York. Okay. Terms of the sale were not disclosed by the mayor's office, but the deal is subject to approval of the city council, giving all their leverage to try to negotiate better terms for taxpayers. So they're trying to negotiate terms. Ain't no goddamn terms. That's because they're trying to renege on the deal originally, because technically the deal originally is set in stone. So if they transfer the lease to someone else that is a different partner, so basically I buy some shit and I have it for these amount of years, and now I'm selling to somebody else, but now it needs city approval again. But now they're trying to put some terms in the middle of it to alleviate some stress because you made a badass deal in 2008. And that was, who made that deal? What mayor made that deal? We got a bunch of mayors in here that made a bad deal. The ordinance will be introduced to the city council on Wednesday to begin the process to evaluate the sale of Chicago's parking meters to Stone Peak Partners. Johnson said that the city's law department and the chief financial officer will be available to provide technical assistance and answer any questions that may arise. All elders weigh whether to approve the sale. We're screwed. So now he's trying to renege on the deal and change up the deal itself. It's like, all right, if the deal don't go through, the original people that own it, they're just going to keep it. So he better just let the deal go through. Former Mayor Richard M. Daley convinced the city council in 2008 to sell off Chicago's parking meters for $1.15 billion to help plug a city's debt deficit. That's ironic. The company that bought the meters has already bought in nearly $2 billion in revenue from the deal, with 57 years still to go on the deal. Ain't that some shit? In January, Johnson said it would likely have they likely would have the cost the city as at least twice as much as the original $1.5 billion price tag for the parking meters to buy them back. Look, no one's going to sell those parking meters back. That is a lucrative opportunity for whoever made that deal. As if Daley knew some shit and he sold off a crazy deal for some stuff. I feel like it was corruption, bro. It's so much corruption in Chicago, and now they're trying to sell it off. Hey, let me get a piece. You hear me? That's what I'm saying. Let me get a piece next. So that's the deal. So basically right now, on Wednesday, they're going to be talking about if they're going to approve the sale of the people that originally bought it, I think in the AUE, and try to sell it back to a American-based company that will take on the rest of the 57 years left on the lease. So I wonder what you guys think about that. It's very interesting that we even give people the opportunity to buy something that is city-owned. So now you can buy things from the government and use it and have multi-year lease. This is very upsetting due to the fact that means we're not going to be in control of Chicago's parking meters for the next 57 years. That's nuts. You can't even fathom that. It's going to be 2080, 2090 by the time the motherfucking lease expire. What have we done? You get what I'm saying? What have they done? and like it wouldn't even be actually wise for them to sell it to the New York based company for real. It's probably best as those people just keep their shit and keep making money off of it. But they're like, well, fuck it, we don't really want it for real. Like it's too much. Let me just sell it to somebody in New York, private equity, and let them deal with that problem and just get my little money. But how much do you think they're gonna sell it for? They bought it for about 1.15 million in '08. That means they probably want 10. They want 10 million or billion. They probably want 20 billion at this point because they're going to make their money back like they already have. So I wonder if that controls who ups the price on them because the parking meters. So this is how you know the city's corrupt because they sold the parking meters to someone, right? To get the revenue to park your car there, right? But then the city writes tickets if it expires and you're sitting there. That's why they own ass immediately because they know that's the only revenue we get if your ticket expires and you're sitting there. They can get revenue from that to the city itself, but the parking meters itself, that revenue goes to that company. And I'll tell you, it's super easy to go downtown up north and find a parking spot that a meter and just park there. They got the apps, you know what I'm saying? They got you could pay at the little thing. It's super easy. So like it ain't like New York City. You could just literally go up north, find you a parking spot and just park there. And then they have a thing where on Sundays in Chicago. So if you're ever in Chicago, remember Sundays is free parking. But as soon as 12 o'clock hit, Tow Man is out there and he coming. Facts. He just waiting. Like if you from Saturday, from Saturday midnight, you free, you good. You ain't gotta worry about Tow Man or tickets or nothing. But as soon as the next day midnight hit, he out there. He coming for the cars, bro. They not even worried about ticking it. They going for they taking them. Then they gonna take them down to Lower Wacker and store your shit. And then you gonna have no signal trying to find your shit. Yeah, it's weird. But if you in Chicago, you know what I'm saying. It's a sticky situation, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this, man. Have you been to Chicago? Are aware of the parking meters? So if you are paying for a parking meter in Chicago, just know that money is not going to Chicago. But if you stay past the parking meter and they ticket your car, then that money is possibly going to Chicago. All right? Y'all tell me what y'all think about that in the comment section. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace. Let's get to the comment section real quick. Rahm Emanuel. I don't know. I don't think Rahm Emanuel did that. It said it was Mayor Daley who agreed on that. Isn't he corrupt? I thought Daley. What happened to Mayor Daley? He didn't die, did he? Oh, so he's still alive. Yeah. So I think what was Mayor? Good Mayor. Yeah. Former Mayor Daley is currently recovering at home after suffering a minor stroke in April 2026. Damn, he just had a stroke like 2 months ago. Long-serving mayor of Chicago history from 1989 to 2011. He faced several health challenges in recent years, including stroke-like symptoms in 2014 and a neurological event in 2020. So he just had a stroke. Yeah, so he's still alive. Yeah. Bro. Look familiar? This nigga's a mob boss, G. Faces like this, you can't trust. You don't trust them. And the reason I say that is because these are the type of people that was running Chicago into the ground with the mob and Al Capone and all that. He was literally, that they say, from 1989 to 2011, who was elected around this time, who was selling seats around. Bro, y'all think he wasn't entwined with selling the seats like Rod Blagojevich and shit? How Obama got his chair and how he got his seat? How I think Rahm Emanuel came right after him. Rahm Emanuel. Yep. See, Rahm Emanuel was the mayor of Chicago right after Daley from 2011 to 2019. Yep. And then after him, it was the woman. Look at what I'm saying. All right, let's look at these comments real quick, man. Make sure you subscribe, man. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Let's skip over some comments. Which Biden should be the future of America. Christians have to do with scraping Tesla. Yeah, this is crazy. How the blind have a friend. I think you already said that. Y'all be fighting. Y'all be fighting in the chat. Y'all be fighting in the chat. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. Who said? I seen that comment. You said, "Hey boo." You took the comment away, girl. I know you. Yeah. Wait, William Berry? Nah, nigga. You tweaking. All due respect, sorry, but God wasn't involved, bro. This nigga's retarded. Chicago breaks my heart. Yeah, facts. Chicago just, bro, it's just disappointment. Outfit City always has been. Facts. It's Crook County. You already know what it is. Rahm Emanuel, yeah. So Rahm Emanuel was the mayor of Chicago for 2 terms, from 2011 after Daley to 2019. Then it was placed with what's that girl's name? First black lesbian woman mayor. That's when we know we was all screwed. What's her name? Lori Lightfoot. And then it went from Lori Lightfoot to 2019 to 2023. And then it looked like 2023 to this new year is fucking the next guy that's ruined. It's like it's getting worse and worse over time. Like, worse. I never vote for the Blues again. America first. How naive. Chicago is not in charge of the Skyway Express either. Really? That's probably why it's $15 to pass. I don't know. Bro, as soon as I hear, if it say you about to hit the Skyway Expressway, bro, just get off. Don't even go past it, bro. They got the most extreme toll in the world, of the country. Like, it's crazy. It's worse than any state. Chicago's not in charge. Okay. Not the whole state of Illinois is corrupt. Dude. Yeah, we're aware of that, bro. It's really just Crook County and DuPage, for real. And a little bit of Elgin. And Joliet. Never Democrats or Republicans. Both are guilty of way too much more. Stand behind is a point of vote. I paid $500 for the towing in Chicago. $500? Shit. Look. If I got to pay for towing in Chicago, man, that just sounds nuts. You might have to pull a gun out. Like, hey, bro, you can't take it. White man stole our land. Cool. Here, Chicago is a great town. I love to visit more than anywhere else in the U.S. for sure. Nah, Chicago is actually the #1 tourist spot, they say. It's a beautiful city. It's just ran by the stupids. Let's see. White man came from Europe and stole our land and raped our women. What? You better be Indian, nigga. Because this is the Indians' land. Anyway. Rahm Emanuel tried to get the parking meters back to Chicago. He sued the foreign company and lost. Oh, he tried to get them back? Goddamn shame. The white man is the devil. Damn, this nigga's spreading rhetoric like a motherfucker. The white devil ruined Chicago. Damn, brother. You got a vendetta. You got some on your chest, brother. You got some on your chest. Chicago is making big money from both the airports, and they keep them afloat. Look, Chicago's spending hella money. They don't give a damn. They advocating shit, and that's speaking of that. This next story is gonna explain to you why Chicago is in a deficit. Hey, bro. William Berry, what up, bro? Oh, you said hey, boo before. That's why you erased your comment and put hey, bro. I was wondering. I'm like, what the fuck? Fingers in my bum make me come. Gay, yeah. This nigga freaky, bro. I'm bored with these so-called topics, so I like my style, young sir. But I do like your style. Thank you. I try to educate while I try to entertain. Yes, sir. How do you stop the murder rate in Chicago? You defund the police, boy. They keep letting it happen. No, I'm just playing with you. How do you stop it? Shit, put the drones in the sky. That's the only option, bro. You want to stop the murder rate in Chicago, bro? You're going to have to do some big brother shit, which they're already doing. They got the flocks. They got the, what's that shit called? The shockwave things for the guns. Yeah. They got all that shit already. You know what's next, bro? You need drones in the sky, bro. Facts. At all times, on patrol. Now you got to play big brother for real because they want to play games. I painted the U-Haul building on the south side in 2017. Oh, damn. Dope. Is it still there? Skyline tolls don't come close when it comes to New York City. Oh, yeah, I heard New York City goes stupid. New York City is just a scheme. Like, you want to be scammed out of your money, go to New York. Facts. Like, for real. You could bum a cigarette. Or could I bum a cigarette? Haha, I better be Indian is what I like about you. I love Chicago, Beckwith, Gary, and Widget. Oh yeah, is that the pictures? That's from the White Sox, I think. Anyway, back to the scheduled programming. I got a White Sox place, so I'm Southside with it. Speaking of Chicago giving away dumb shit, and the reason why we give away things because we sold the parking meters because we were in a deficit. Does that make sense? And we're still in a deficit. Now, this next story is interesting because this next story has to do with the new task force aimed to tackle crime on Chicago's transit systems. Isn't that something? So we have a new task force probably advocating more money that we don't have to it. I want you to know another reason why we're in a deficit in Chicago is because the firefighters. I know it sounds crazy, but firefighters, they after 2 days of work, nigga, they in OT. After 2 days of work as a firefighter, you in OT. Making great money. Yeah, and then the police officers, hella OT, but the crime rate is still up. I don't understand it. No, Dave, it says they don't want to stop the murder rate and crime going on in Chicago. No, they'll never stop it, bro, because it's lucrative. It's a political talking point. It's I will do this. I will, you know what I'm saying? I will make sure that your kids aren't killed. And it's a political talking point. They literally have to make it keep going on. And if it don't keep going on, they'll spark it. They have to. And I understand why they do it, but should they be doing it? No. It's morally, no. They should not be sparking crime in Chicago purposefully for political gain. Plus, imagine, it's like if you solve everything, you don't have no work. That means you don't have no job. So you got to think about it like that, man. And some people don't think logically like that, but it's not even that hard. It's like, keep the crime going on. Pretend, bro, there's thousands of cops in Chicago, bro, but yet YNs out here still shooting shit up and getting away with it. They're not serving murders for 2-3 years. That's on purpose, G. We have one of the most sophisticated gun registry systems in Chicago where, you know, like you shoot a gun. They got, I think there's only in New York, LA, Chicago, and I think Miami. They have these systems where when a bullet's shot, it can read the bullet to the pinpoint, like what type of bullet was shot out of there, like the whole nine. And it's like forensics shit. And we be playing this dumbass role like we don't know what we do. But it's like, we need the violence to carry on. We need the ops to shoot at each other. And then we need those ops to go and get revenge on those ops. We'll even place the police. And this is true, bro. I'm telling you, bullshit you not. The police will literally take an op from his city, catch him, whatever, doing whatever you're doing. Because the police, the real gang members. Y'all seen American Gangster? That shit real. They sit in the back. They take the money. They take the dope. They the real gangs. They literally, bro. It says chill with the fire hater hate. Nobody hate on them. I'm just saying that's where the money going. Facts. You can Google it. That's the facts. I actually wanted to be a firefighter because I knew Chicago was giving them so much money. I said, you know what? Maybe being a firefighter ain't that bad. But look, the police in Chicago, not all of them, some of them, they'll catch the ops and drop them off on enemy territory on purpose so they can get killed. And then they drive away. Facts. Like, I've seen videos of this shit. Like, that's exactly what they do. Not all the time, but a lot of them. It says chill with the firefighter hate. They make money every buried their best friend or their child and spent every day what we call your tribe saving for their family from a fire. Now, firefighters is needed. I'm just saying they just are the reason why there's a debt deficit in Chicago. Now I'm not saying based off of 100% American gangster. I'm saying based on what the police was doing. The police was basically using him as like blackmail. Like, we caught you, now do this and continue to do it. And if you stop doing it, then you're going to jail type shit. That's what happens in Chicago. It happens in New York too, I bet. Money is being a city employee of Chicago. Facts. City employee, police officer, the highest paid firefighter, bro. You work as a fire department, police department, you get money and you get a pension. Hold on. He said, hold on, big dog. I got something to Google real quick. Fighters and shit. Bro, they can barely pay pensions in Chicago to the police department and the fire department. Facts. That's a fact. It's hard to be. Like, you know how much pensions they got to pay to firefighters and police officers, bro? They can't even afford it. That's literally why we're going into a debt deficit, G. Yeah, it says right here. Analysts of the bill, the city's Chicago Budget and Management warned the bill could increase the city's pension liability more than $12,000. The bill is loosened because they're trying to take away from the police pension because of the amount of money it's going into it. Let's see. Why can't I use AI for that question? Okay, so what's your? Let me see. Let me go back on YouTube so I can. I'm gonna read it off to you. What's your name? Okay, Dave. You said Dave. I hope you hear. Look, you said nah. Firefighters is not the reason. My opinion, of course. I respect yours though. So I went on Google and typed in: is the firefighters in Chicago a major reason for the debt deficit? It says, yes, the Chicago Fire's Pension Fund is a significant driver of the city's massive long-term structured debt and is part of a much larger systematic problem. While it's unfair to blame the individual firefighters, the compounding structure caused in the founding retirement system alongside the police and municipal workers, which means the city workers, the police department, and the fire department's pensions are direct constraints to the Chicago's annual operating budget that drives its persistent deficit. So the reason why it says Chicago legally obligated to fund four major employee pension systems: firefighters, police, municipal employees, and laborers. Together, those funds carry an astronomical $35 billion to $50+ billion in unfunded liabilities, giving Chicago more public pension debt than 55 individual U.S. states. Look, mister. I know what I'm talking about. Look, I would never mislead you, brother, Mr. Dave. I would never say the wrong information purposefully. So when I say what I say, that means I kind of know what I'm talking about. So that being said, thanks for looking that up, friend. I still, with all due respect, this is not the reason. It literally, bro, I hate when people say all due respect, but it be wrong. I just read it off to you. It literally says this, and that's on illinoispolicy.org. .org, brother. So if I just read to you, bro, that's .org. It literally said, due to the fact that we pay the pensions to the fire department, city workers, and the police department is the reason for the deficit, and we cannot upkeep it because they're required by law to fund it. So, whatever. The corruption politics is still our money is to blame. But hey, I could be wrong. Thanks. No, bro, you are wrong. I'm just saying. If I just read to you something literally from Google, that's the truth, brother. And it's from a .org site. I'm going to guess the 4 public boards would be roughly about 40 billion unfound liability. It's about 30 to 55 billion dollars. It says, my bad, I heard that's how it sounded. Still keeping my opinion without any Google facts. Don't get mad. I ain't mad. I'm just telling you, like, bro, if somebody's reading something to you and it says from an illinoispolicy.org website, it's literally the law, nigga. It's literally a .org website. What do you want me to get it from a .gov? It's the same shit, damn near. This is the city saying this. It's no. I doubt they would lie about that. they if anything, they'll lie about the number being too low. You know what I mean? I would never think they would tell us the real number. They would tell us a lower number. Anyway, let's get to the next video real quick, because we're getting a little late in here, man. I appreciate the love, everybody. I just wanted to prove that point. That's the truth, bro. I don't know where you from, Dave, bro. I'm from Chicago, so I know shit about Chicago. I'm just saying. Like, when it comes to Chicago, bro, you can't really tell me about that. Like unless you're from Chicago and you know Mo, but for real, that's literally what it says. Yeah. All right, Dave. It's time for you to go home, sir. But I appreciate the love. Make sure you subscribe. All right. Now we back because we in Chicago now. We went from federal to Chicago, and I think we might call it after this video for real. Let's see what's going on. So this is kind of an old video. I want to let y'all know what's going on. So all these videos that I'm saying, it actually links with one another, right? So the first video has to do with the parking meters. The parking meters had to lead to the deficit of the United States. That's the reason why they sold the parking meters. And then not only that, they make a task force to tackle. Oh, we didn't even review that one. Okay, damn. Did I even review that one? Nope, I didn't. I was finna jump ship to a different one. It all goes into cycles. It goes from selling our meters for a Chicago debt deficit. And now with the debt deficit, we continue to fund task force and other things like the Chicago public schools and shit just for them to be happy and they won't protest. It's so weird, bro. Chicago police, Chicago public schools, like I know somebody, they're getting paid $130,000 a year to be a teacher, school teacher, high school teacher, bro. They're making bread. And every time they want to raise, they go out there and they protest. Let's see. All right, so let's get started on this next one. Let's see what's going on here. Oops, sorry.
Could soon have a new owner. The private group controlling the city's parking meters reached an agreement to sell its stake to investment firm Stone Peak Partners. The deal still needs approval from City Council. The original 2008 deal handed control of Chicago's parking meters to private investors for 75 years, a move many critics say has cost the city flexibility and millions in revenue over time. Mayor Brandon Johnson had explored buying back the lease, but ultimately backed away over concerns about cost and financial risk. A new task force launched in Chicago today puts federal agents on the CTA beat for the first time. Terrence Lee found out what prosecutors can do now that they could not do before.
1 million people ride the CTA every single day. And as of Monday afternoon, the people prosecuting crimes on those buses and trains have more tools than ever.
Thanks to the 24-hour-a-day work of over 11,000 dedicated CTA employees, we move 1 million people every day through their lives.
Those lives have felt less safe lately. Just last week, a man hijacked the CTA bus at Knife Point, forced the driver miles off course. Monday's announcement is a direct response. Cook County's state's attorney, Eileen O'Neill-Burke, says the new Regional Transit Task Force changes two things: who is watching and who is prosecuting.
There are two ways to deter crime: the likelihood of being caught and the likelihood of being punished. By working with law enforcement, we are upping the likelihood in both scenarios. That's what I want to send to the riding public, that we have heard you, we share your concerns, and we are doing everything we possibly can to make this the safest big city in America. And that starts with our transit system.
Here is what that actually looks like. Nearly 40 prosecutors are now trained to access CTA cameras, gunshot detection technology, and digital evidence and get it into court fast. Burke says in every felony case on the CTA, her office asks for detention. Judges have agreed 81% of the time. And if a judge says no, prosecutors will ask for a stay order, banning that person from the exact bus line or train station where the crime happened. But Burke's task force does not include community organizations. Theo Hardiman, who spends his days working with young people caught up in violence, says that matters.
You cannot arrest your way out of an epidemic. Violence and violent behavior has become a lifestyle for some people. So we have to work with the people, meet them where they are, and help them out.
For now, the task force is law enforcement only. That includes the FBI, ATF, and DEA. Their first meeting is set for May 26th. Terrence Lee, Fox Chicago.
Well. Ain't shit finna happen, I guarantee you. They just spending more money to do nothing. Let's just say what it is. They're not about to do nothing. They never do. They gonna say what they gonna do, fund something that puts us back more into a debt deficit, and they're not really gonna do no actions. And I hate to say this, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this is exactly what happens. Literally, like they lied to the public to make the public seem calm because they know the violence is happening all on the thing. I think it was just the anniversary of that one girl that was the Ukrainian girl that got killed in Chicago, where the black dude stabbed her up on the train. I think it was just the anniversary of that, and I know they got to make a post or whatever about it, but bro, they literally just said they will have a stay order for individuals for that specific line. Like, how about you take them off the transit system completely? You get what I'm saying? Not just, oh, you were on the red line, you did a crime on the red line, but you can still do the green line and the blue line, though. It's like, no, bro, you can't be on the transit system at all. We're telling you what you're doing. You just lost the privilege to ride with all the public transit people, unless you're going to wear a shiesty. Unless you're wearing a shiesty and you're getting through that. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, they're not trying to stop nothing. They're just trying to advocate money to a different sector of the state or the city. And then that money is going to go into a debt deficit. It's kind of like what Pritzker does when he basically makes fake things so then he can fund it. And then you're like, damn, where you getting this money from? Well, we're going to make the money. We're going to also make the money by increasing the property tax and increasing sales tax. You know what I mean? And then they're like, well, we're going to increase cigarette tax, liquor tax. We're going to make everybody use paper bags. If you want a plastic bag, it's going to be 10 cents a bag. Like, they're going to slowly increase where it is no other choice. That's how they're funding it. It's like a Ponzi scheme almost. You know what I'm saying? And I hope if they are trying to do it, I hope it does work. Let's say that. Let's be positive a little bit. And I hope that even if they are trying to, I hope that it stays that way. But typically, that's not what's going to happen. Historically, it's not going to happen that way. They've been funding shit. So you telling me just now you want to put a task force in to tackle crime on the city transit system, CTA? No, bro. You allowed this to happen so long. Like, you had to get the state police department to be on like the blue line, arresting people that's smoking on the train, that's doing nonsense on the train. Now the city wants to get involved. The state shouldn't even be on there for real. You know what I mean? I know y'all see multiple videos roaming through online where the state police, I know at least because I'm in Chicago, so I see a lot of things in Chicago, but the state police be on the red, on the red line, blue line. They be sitting on there just waiting for motherfuckers, and they'll snatch you up. Because there's a lot of crazies, bro. And the police need to be like every 2-3 cars, it needs to be a police officer, like just patrolling it from door to door. You know what I'm saying? They got all these police officers ain't doing nothing. You need to be patrolling this stuff because you do got crazy in Chicago. You know, most people in Cook County Jail, they're just crazy for real. They got mental illness. They're just going insane. Now, we could help, but at the same time, you need to ban them from the people that don't need help because they just trying to get back and forth to work. You know what I'm saying? It can get violent on these. People get robbed on the red line all the time. Yep, all the time. That's just what it is. Y'all worrying about the wrong shit. When y'all gonna worry about the teen takeovers? When y'all gonna worry about the deficit? When y'all gonna worry about the high taxes? You know what I'm saying? And it's like going up north, right? All the roads clear. You go a little bit south north, a little bit west north. You start getting a pothole or two. You go more west off 280 or 290, a couple more potholes. You go down 90, bunch of potholes. You know what I'm saying? You going south, you going west, pothole galore. You know what I'm saying? Like, they focus on the wrong shit. Let's just say that. Like, I'm glad that NASCAR is not coming to Chicago this year. Like, it caused so much mayhem, and it was just so expensive anyway. They bringing that back to Joliet. So, good thing they not using that for NASCAR. Chicago is just losing all the way around. They're losing the Bears. They're losing NASCAR. Damn near finna lose Chicago Fire. Like, they got their own little stadium, and they're not going to be using the Soldier Field. So, like, I wonder if you're just going to be using it for, like, tourist situations. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. You know what I'm saying? It's a big city. Like, 1 million people going through the CTA system is a lot of people. And I think we need to figure out what they can do with this. You know what I mean? 1 million people out of, like, what? How many people in Chicago? I think it's only 8 million people in Chicago, something like that. Pop of Chicago. Damn, that's it? Good Lord. So 2.7 million of the city, and then the metropolitan area is 9.11. So that could be like the whole area. Shit, everybody is everybody in this motherfucking driving CTA. Nobody got a whip in Chicago for real. Yeah, 2.73. Yeah, this is interesting. That being said, man, y'all tell me what y'all think about this, man. We got to get Chicago right. It's a great city, man. So those that don't know, it's better than New York for sure. I'll tell you that. For any goofies that thinking, New York is beautiful nonetheless. But we got better pizza. We doing the whole thing. Our crime is better. Our pizza is better. Our women are sexier. Yeah. We got better weather. And we got better freedom. But nonetheless, we still got high taxes and a lot of crime. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video for YouTube algorithm. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy Savage. Let's go. Peace. Y'all talking good shit in this chat, man. What's going on? Y'all want trouble? It's impressive. Do you think I thought long? You're impressive us. You're impressive and use it is. OG is happy to see everyone like you doing your thing. Dave, you sending me mixed signals, brother. Bus hijacking, damn, they wildin'. Oh yeah, well that's that's funny you say the bus hijacking because that's the very next story that we finna go over, bro. The very next story is the bus hijacking. So I wanted to end with that one because it said it in the video and I was like, oh yeah, y'all don't even know what's going on in Chicago, huh? Yeah, they hijacking the CTA bus with a bus load of people on it. Yes. It's graphic out here. Make sure y'all like. Let me read these comments off and then we're gonna get into this video. Let's get it. He said bus hijacking, damn, they wilding in the city streets. Facts. I'm sure once y'all get rid of half the fire department, y'all are thriving. It's not about getting rid of the fire department, brother. It's about the pensions that they have to pay out to the firefighters once they retire. And they only have to be, and that's the thing about the pensions, because when you're a firefighter in Chicago, I think you only have to be a firefighter for 10 years to get the pension, but you can't cash it out until you're about 59. And then it depends on how long you stay on the force on how much your pension. So if you're a fighter that leaves early, but you serve 10 years, you can take your pension out. It's a wicked system, bro. It's not about the fighters itself. It's about the money they must give the firefighters once they retire from the service, and they can retire from the service for any reason. It could be health reasons. It could be they're not stable. It could be PTSD. If they've been in the service so long that they have to still pay them out that pension. So that feeds to the city because they're mandated to do it, and that's for the city workers. That's everybody's city workers, bro. That could be the street sweepers, bro. That could be judges, lawyers that work for the city, representators, you know, anything that has to do with the city, police officers, you know, they be out of commission, whatever, it don't matter. They all get pensions and the government cannot fund the pensions. So eventually it's going to crack because of the pensions that we have to give to the police department, fire department, and city workers. So I don't know if you understand that or not, bro, but that's what it is. So it's not about the firefighters and the police department itself. It's the fact that they're mandated to pay them out a certain amount of money. But they're the city workers. So it's like the government's promise. It's like what we do when we do what's that shit called we pay? Social Security. We're paying into Social Security, but in 2036 they only can afford 75% of that. So anybody before that, they thinking they're getting like 100% of your Social Security because you're funding it, but that's not true. You're not getting that back. And then what do you think it is? I'm 28, so by the time I'm turning 60 or something, when I'm about to retire at 67, it's probably gonna be like 75 by the time I get that age. They're gonna probably push it back. What do you think the percentage of Social Security they're gonna have for me, bro? If in say 5 years is gonna be at 75%, they can only pay you out. That's the same shit Elon Musk was screaming about. He's like, well, we have to worry about this debt because these motherfuckers are paying into something. Imagine you paying full percentages of something that you're not even going to benefit from. They got to fix that system. It's screwed. Yes, sir. Nothing's free in the world. God bless. Yep. Keep voting the blues. No, we vote. Yeah, I don't know. Shit. I just vote. I vote with my interests. Whatever that is. Defund the police outside. You got it. Who's going to defund the police? So we all brainwashed. Not. By we is you, nigga. I'm out. I'm the only one commenting and getting weird. Fuck it all. Yes, bro. You don't have to comment like that, bro. We see it. People just not comment. It is 2:30 in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. Hey, kiddo. Alberto say hello from Puerto Rico. Peace, love you, bro. Oh, appreciate you, Alberto. Appreciate the love from Puerto Rico. You still American in my book, brother. You got to learn one day the numbers don't add up. Google isn't the Bible. My bad, I'm out. Bro. Yeah, Dave, get out of here, brother. Something wrong with you. I think you're sleepy, brother. Get some sleep, friend. Good job, Angelo, killing the streams, man. I'm enjoying this. Oh, appreciate it, Palm, bro. I'm gonna keep it going. Riley Wood, fuck Chicago. Bro, Chicago lit. What you talking about, brother? Chicago that shit, bro. Like, Chicago is I'm be honest, it's a beautiful city. The problem is with this city is that it's ran by corrupt individuals, and it's always been that way, bro. We got people selling seats. We got corruption. We got the DNC here, and they doing abortions right in front of the DNC, and they nipping people with giving vasectomies. G, do you not see the problem? like when look, the DNC can be here. That's cool, right? But when you got the Planned Parenthood truck sitting in the front giving abortions in the front, G, come on, man. We got to stand up for that. Like I said, I ain't super religious or nothing, but don't this just seem wrong? You get what I'm saying? And that's how I look at this. It's like, don't this just seem a little off? Like, you're giving vasectomies in the front and you taking babies out? Like, while Kamala Harris yelling for president? Bro, look. And Chicago's a crazy place, man. I'm telling you, like, if they're going to win, if they got Chicago, they got everything, bro. That's why I was trying to help the youth in Hyde Park, bro. I'm trying to get them into a better situation in their brain where they can go to school and they have better outcomes. Because I know if you got Hyde Park, if you can conquer the city, bro, of Chicago, you can conquer any neighborhood in the country. That's just how that works. If you have Chicago, you have the country. because of the violence, because of the kids, because of the influence, because of the liberal. So if you can really convince Chicago, bro, you can convince the world. That's how I think about it, and that's facts. Look at us. I think it's because red states made these things inaccessible. Yeah, and that's fair. I'm not like, look, I'm not pro abortion. I'm not pro anti abortion. I'm in the middle. I think there should be a registry. So that's my views personally. I think there should be a abortion registry that states that if you had over a certain amount of abortions, say 3, anything over 3, you must have the child, unless it's rape or incest. Facts. Because you can't just be going around having indiscriminately sex with whoever you want and killing the kid. While if men did that, he paying child support and he don't have no say if the kid goes or not. That's not fair to the man or the baby. You know what I'm saying? The women don't just go out here and just be devilish and have devilish action. Like, we shouldn't allow that. Like, if you want to have crazy sex with and doing all this shit, then that's your prerogative. It's your body, your choice. But there should be a registry. Facts. There should definitely be a registry that, okay, you had 5 abortions. You think a woman should sit around and get 16, 20, 40 abortions because they can and because they want to? No, bro. That's wrong. We kill it. Like, this is a Christian country, bro. And I'm not even like religious like that, but I still stand on that. But then they mad that the robot's playing God when we're playing God. I don't understand. I'm not defending having it in front. I get it. Yeah, but I disagree with the registry. Women can't have a lot of abortions. They'll die. Bro, I know women have I know a woman that has more than 5 abortions, G. So that's not true. Unless you're a female. Like, literally. 5 that's 5 children you just killed. That's murder, nigga. Come on, bro. 40 is an exaggeration, brother. But still, 10 is too much. 7 is too many. 5 is too many. Come on, let's be real. Anything after 3 must have the child. Fuck is you saying? He said, yo, Mr. YSL, what up? What up, gang? Did you buy that? Did you get the YSL? Hey, actually go to a little store, spray that on you, bro, and see how you like it. You're gonna like it, bro. They're gonna put you on a Dior Sauvage, put you on the YSL. What else they got? All types of shit, brother. He said 1 is too many. Facts. Like, I'm just trying to be fair, right? It says 3, you are a serial killer. Facts. He said, we aren't a Christian country. Neither are we founded on religious freedom. Literally, our dollar says, in God we trust, on all our coins. We are a religious. We're not a religious country, but this is a country based on Christians and Christianity. Literally, is it not? We get one Muslim as the governor of motherfucking as the mayor of New York City. We ain't Christian no more. Ain't this a bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, we atheists in this motherfucker now? No, bro. It doesn't matter what it's found on. This is what it's that's just what we own now. It's always been that way. It literally says, in God we trust. Like, not in Allah we trust. No, I've tried it before. It's good, just not my thing. Yeah, man, just go with the flow, man. I started with my colognes, bro. I started with Bath and Body Works Man lotion, bro. I just did the scented lotion and put that on like the hot spots, and girls like that too. And then eventually I upgraded it to the spray. So take it slow. That's all. Don't grow too quick, man. It's a privilege to be young. 1950s, right? So 1950s, bro. It don't even matter, bro. We shouldn't be having discriminate amount of babies and then murdering them because you don't want to. And then in certain states, you can wait till the last minute to pull them out. Believe me, brother, I know. I'm in the nursing field. Just listen to what I'm telling you. I don't want to have to prove you wrong like the Dave guy. I literally am telling you the truth. I'm in the nursing field with the bitches that get abortions, and they're telling me this. Like, come on, bro, they're not lying. Because who lies to someone and say they got abortion? That's crazy. That's like lying to somebody and saying that you self-harm somebody. It's like, who says that shit? You know what I mean? 25 babies aborted in the black community. It doesn't matter what community it is in. It shouldn't happen regardless. This country is based upon trade. Okay, bro. We literally right hand over the Bible before you get sworn into law. Right hand over the Bible before you swear into law against, against perjury. Like, come on, bro. Anyway, yeah, bro, I'm already deep in the rabbit hole. I got 50 something bottles already. 80. Oh, so you already got bottles, bro. So you already ready, bro. All right, let's get to this next video, man, before it get too late. All right, Pulaski CTA bus hijacked at knife point in Logan Square. Now, Logan Square is not a bad part of Chicago, by the way. I just want to let y'all know. Logan Square is not. It's a Angelo chat. Good times tonight. Keep up the good work. See you all next time. Appreciate it, Palms, man. You're doing your shit, brother. Appreciate it. So we're gonna do this last story. We're gonna hop off, man. We've been streaming for about 2 hours, 15 minutes. We're gonna knock this last story out, and we're gonna go with the flow. So, plastic CTA bus hijacked at knife point in Logan Square. Logan Square is not a bad area of Chicago, technically. Every part of Chicago is bad, but Logan Square is not. And so, for somebody to get hijacked at knife point is a scary scene. But they definitely have cameras inside of here, and I want to see what's inside. So let's go. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Make sure y'all subscribe. Appreciate the love. Let's go.
Chris, I'm at the intersection right now of Clark and Chestnut, and this is where police say that knife-wielding man was taken into custody. Now, in the scanner audio that you're about to hear, it lays out the nearly 40-minute-long ordeal that bus driver went through. It all started here on the 2400 block of North Pulaski around 2:40 this morning. A man armed with a large hunting knife boards the CTA Pulaski Route 53 bus. Police receive information a panic alarm has been activated, and there's an assault on a bus operator.
The bus is unable to stop, has passengers. Jason Pulaski bus headed southbound.
It sounds like this bus is going rogue right now. It's the Pulaski bus, but as you can tell, it's several miles off course. The driver's sending a lot of incoherent and suspicious text messages around and making a lot of claims and was refusing to stop.
Police sources say before the ordeal began, the bus driver was able to get passengers off the bus. Then she was held at knife point for 7 miles, finally making it here to Clark and Delaware.
A male wearing all black pulled out a knife a few miles ago and was holding the bus operator pretty much hostage with the knife, forcing her to drive this way. The supervisor also stated when he arrived on scene here at the bus, he witnessed the individual holding the knife at the bus operator's neck.
At that moment, the man armed with the large knife climbed out a bus window, making his way across Washington Square Park. Police would then get a call to go to 100 West Chestnut for a man matching the description of the person that had climbed out the bus window.
5'6", heavy set, black jacket, blue jeans, black shoes. Outside of the building waving a knife. I'm not sure if that's my guy.
And following a positive ID from the bus driver, it was their guy.
Chestnut and Clark, we got him.
Now, police are telling us no one was injured in this incident. Meantime, in a statement, the CTA is praising the swift action, they say, of police, saying that's what led to the man being taken into custody so quickly. The CTA also says they are committed to seeing this case through to ensure felony charges are pursued.
Now, look. They moved swiftly, but they didn't move swiftly. You know why I say that? The man had the knife to her throat for 7 miles, really. They not moving fast. They probably moving at like 30 miles an hour for real. For 7 miles. A police usually be sitting on every like fourth corner, every fourth block. You got the people called the police. She's sending alerts. She's sending texts. There was actually another phone call that was actually sent inside the cab from somebody that's inside calling the police. Like, there's a guy with a knife to the lady's throat. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all should have been on it immediately. Stop the bus. had a bus surrounded, take Buddy out. He shouldn't have got the opportunity to hop out that bus because y'all should have been on that bus. It's a big ass bus, bro. And in Chicago, sometimes you got two buses put together. And it's like a slingy, like this, and it move like that to cut the corners easy. But anyway, the police move fast, but not fast enough. That could have went bad. He could have already stabbed Shorty up, and he could have jumped out of there and got out the jam. Simple as that. But instead, what happened was, good thing he didn't. He's just a crazy. We call him crazies around now. He probably just a crazy. Wanted to stick her up, just have her do some crazy shit. Drive down the block, 7 miles, just for what? Just to hop out with the knife. And of course, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. This is exactly what's gonna happen. They're gonna let him go. I'm not playing. I'm not BSing with you. They're gonna let him go. They're not gonna put him. They gonna get an I bond. They gonna say, "Hey, bro, you just a crazy man. Throw you back on the street until he actually does a crime to another person and he commits murder." That's exactly what's about to happen, bro. He's about to go to jail. The judge is gonna release him because of the PICA law that Pritzker put in order. They're gonna let him right back out into public, and then he's gonna reoffend. That's exactly what happens. It happens every time. It's Chicago for you, brother. That's it. Pritzker didn't make it no more easy than that. They let people go as soon as they do stupid crimes. Literally. Stupid shit like that. Even though he put the risk of everybody's life on the bus in danger, the driver's life in danger, and all the people that was driving around their life in danger. Because you probably had to run red lights and shit and everything. And everybody gonna stop for the bus is the bus. But still, 7 miles, knife to the throat. That's the problem wrong with a lot of these blue cities, because they don't enforce the rules, so then people get away with stupid shit like this, and then they just keep doing it. Plus, they talk about mental health by the same time they're not helping people with mental health. That's what I don't understand about certain these blue cities, including Chicago. Chicago's almost the worst. Illinois is really bad when it comes to this. You know, they disarm the public at the same time that they do all this other stuff. They disarm the public and then let the criminals go free. If you're from Chicago, you probably understand. And you're going to find stuff like this all the time. It's just, if a man can put a knife to the girl's throat, he could have easily just stabbed her and ran off. Right? Pled insanity. You know how it go. It's different, bro. Chicago's a wicked. It's New York City. It said New York City is Gotham City. Chicago's Gotham City. Facts. Like, if the purge was real, you don't want to be in Chicago. I'd rather be in New York. I'd rather be in Cali. But you don't want to be in Chicago, because they're a different breed. It's already the purge. You know what I'm saying? It's already the purge. What are you going to do when it's actually the purge? You know what I'm saying? In Chicago. He held the woman by knife point. He hijacked the bus, bro. Was this on his bucket list? Hey, I got to hijack at least one bus on Chicago CTA. At least one. Please. Knife to the throat. And then dipped out the window. He didn't even tell her to open the door. He dipped out the window. Ain't that something? So he probably going to plead insanity, and then they just going to let him go. Facts. No crime, no nothing. He's going to be back on the street, and he's going to probably do it again. They need to send him to the crazy folks home. Facts. But that shit probably overpacked too. I ain't gonna lie with you. If you know, you know, right? It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this conversation, man. They got people hijacking CTA planes at knife point. And it's scary. If somebody got a knife to your throat, it ain't no, what you think, you gonna be a karate man? This probably a female. She probably young, thin. Ain't no way a big dude just have a knife to her throat and she's scared as hell. Like, a knife to somebody's throat is like, it's like with somebody holding a knife like this to you, bro. It gets wicked out in the rack, bro. We call it Chirac for a reason, because of the murder rate and whatever. But it get wicked out in the rack. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Stay your ass in the house. Stop using public transportation unless you absolutely need to. You know what I'm saying? You might be on the back of that motherfucker. It wasn't a movie with what's his name, Reeves, and it was like a moving train. Like, it's not a movie. Was it a moving train or a moving bus? And that motherfucker, they said if it go below this mile per hour, somebody gonna die or something. Like, that's kind of the situation here. And this ain't no movie though. This real life. You hear me? This is real life we playing around with, man. I'll be scared as hell. But you can do what you can do, man, in this world. You know, pray every day, every day. It's your boy, Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. It's a wicked world. Peace. Make sure you subscribe. It's your boy, Savage. All right, now. That concludes our videos. For, how you say that name? Kenny Reeves? I don't know. I just know his last name. Okay, let's go back in the chat because it's going crazy. So my boy Palm, he's out for the night. Yeah, I love these conversations. Y'all be having shit active, man. We're going to do this. So this makes 2 days in a row. That means we also going to be back tomorrow for real, too. So I'm going to keep it going. Every night, we're just going to find content and comment on it, man. That's how we're going to stay consistent. We're going to see what happens when I'm on this mug every day talking. I did a 16-hour shift, and I'm back on it like SmackDown. I'm not playing, man. It ain't nothing to it but to do it, all right? For real. Like, if you want to chase your dreams, get up and chase your dreams, brother. Stop letting people control your life. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't play the victim role. Let me read some comments. I'm a Christian, has been since birth. I haven't been brainwashed. I don't go to church, but I read the Bible. Okay, it doesn't matter the community. Black women get mostly versus whenever they are the majority. Okay. I think the chat be arguing about nothing. That makes sense. Seattle has the same problem, bro. Can't even bring your kids on the bus. Fentanyl being smoked at the bus stop. Is it, you said Seattle? Is it Seattle, Washington? What other city? I think there's another state and city that allows people to smoke, like, drugs, and they give the pipes out. Yeah. They give pipes out to the people to use so they know it's being used cleanly. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. That's like giving somebody cocaine, right? And you're like, hey, man, I know you probably smoking that bad cocaine that might be laced. Here's some good, fresh cocaine, pure. That's what the states are doing. That's like the equivalent to giving somebody a crack pipe so they can have a crack pipe to smoke their dope in. And then get mad when it's sitting around. Is it Seattle that does that, man? One of these degenerate ass cities. I'm left and I don't agree with that shit. Yeah, well, it happens. Look, I think we all have a little left and right into us. Like, there's a middle ground to everything. Like, I don't play, like, I was raised on EBT and Section 8, but I don't believe that. I think there should be a threshold on it. I think that you shouldn't be able to live off of Section 8 for more than, like, 5 years. That's crazy. And I mean, like, ever. Like, so if you're going to do 1 year now, 2 years now, and something happened down the road where you need another year or two to get back on your feet, okay, or go to school, okay. But, like, there should be thresholds and limits to everything that is the government's giving, because the shit's not free. So we can ask the government for shit, but ain't none of it's free. Somebody's always paying for something. You know what I'm saying? Right, look behind the vial when Chicago comes up. Yeah. Coming to North Carolina. How is North Carolina? No, light, rapid transit quicker, as bro says. No, light, rapid transit is quicker, as bro says. I don't know what that means, bro. Are you by this nigga? Wait, you talking me? No, hold on. Let me read this shit. I'm out of context with it. I'm gonna say I'm left and I don't agree. I look behind the veil. You moved and wait. We moved in the late 80s from Chicago. Crime off the chain. I've seen so many deaths before I was 13, and that state needs help big time. Yeah, we used to live in Cabrini Green apartment buildings, that big ass building, bro. Back when like it was like gangland for real, like Larry Hoover time, and it was violent, bro. Like the hood was some different. I'm glad we got out of that for real. Like, it's like a cesspool. Oh, Speed the movie. Yup, Joe, you got it right. Is that the one with the yeah, Speed the movie. You know what you mean. Okay. Bet. It's Superman. You funny. Angelo get up early, the dark sleeps till night. Wait, Angelo gets up early, the dark sleeps till night. Bro, I got up this morning at 5:30. Got at work at like 6:50. Work till 11 p.m. I do 16-hour shifts, and then I come home and work on this because it's my second business. Walking to Vancouver. What up, Canada? Weed is legal in Michigan. Never thought it would happen, even though they used it also for medical purposes. If y'all don't know, marijuana's actually been not decriminalized, but the scheduling went from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3, if y'all didn't know. So I want y'all to know that means that weed has actually been decriminalized recently, and everybody went over that. Like, they're not even thinking about it. It ain't completely legal, but it's to the point where they're changing what it actually means. Even when you go get a firearm, the 4472 thing you must sign up for, bro, you can now have, as if you have a prescription for medical marijuana, you can still buy firearms. It's crazy. Like, people don't understand, a lot of shit just changed recently with like your firearms protection with the marijuana shit being rescheduled. I'm like, okay, bet. But you still can't buy recreational shit and have it. I know you need it, but I'm glad I'm not in Section 8. It's a trap. Some do need it, bro. And I'll say this. I created a lucrative plan how to get out of Section 8, right? I was raised in the trenches. I call myself the trench baby, right? So there's like a path to get out of it if you in it. Like, if you need it, use it. But while you're using Section 8, what needs to happen is while using this Section 8, what needs to happen is that the individual needs to be going to school at the same time, because if you get in Section 8, you can get financial aid at the same time, free. So that means you need to be going to school. And the thing is, you got to go into at least a associate's degree or something. Go get something that makes you the money back immediately, because as soon as you start making the money, they're going to take the Section 8 away from you. So you need something that is worth your while. Nursing, you can go to school for plumbing, HVAC, anything that allows you to get all that money back plus more and stay out of the hole. Because once they take it, they're going to take it. Yes, I had, because they stay at Candyman's building. Yeah. So that's the thing about the Cabrini Green, the Candyman, like all that story, like that shit was really going on in the 90s for real. I don't know how long it was for, but I was born in the 90s, and that's when I was there. It's big time in Flint. We so many dispensaries here. It's crazy, like a candy store. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I spent my youth smoking this shit. I don't smoke no more because I'm just focused. But it's a distraction, brother. For those that need it for stress reasons, and like, I think it's good for anxiety, stress, like that, and everything. But other than that, like, it's a distraction to someone that's trying to build something. Let's say that. If you're trying to build something huge or that doesn't exist, are you on your grind? Are you motivated? Weed distraction, it slows you down. Liquor does too. Unfortunately, a born life is what creates the ability. Let's see what sex. Been up since yesterday. Praise the Lord, everyone. Yeah, me too. Shit. Well, it's only 3 o'clock, so yeah, I've been up since yesterday. It's only 3 a.m. Right, but they got on there and get more lazy, and that's why it's a trap. Smoke in moderation, don't make it your everything. Yeah, I'm not 100% against, like, I'm in the middle with everything. Like, I can argue both sides of a lot of things, and I think, yes, a moderation is better than, you know, whatever a lot of people are doing, like drinking all the time, smoking all the time. It becomes detriment to your health. Not only that, you know, if you're a motivated person, it's going to stop you unless you use it as like a motivator. Like, if you're going to drink, and like, I can't drink and do work. It's going to slow me down. I can't smoke and do work. It's going to distract me. But that's me personally. Other people can actually focus like that. I know some people go and smoke and then they go to the gym. And I'm like, I can't do that personally because I need 100% focus on my muscles and how the fibers are being used. And you said right, but they get on there and get more lazy, and that's why it's a trap. Yes, that is true. Section 8, and that's what I hate when people use. There's a race component to this, right? And Section 8 was a thing that was used in the black community. The government was using it where, okay, if a man lived in the same household as you, you could not get these benefits. So they will kind of force the man out of the home just so the woman can sustain herself by herself without the man. It's kind of like, this is what kind of the feministic movement was always there, but this Section 8 and EBT and shit helped it out, which made women feel very independent of men. They don't need them at all because of the fact that they were getting supplemented by the government, and the government becomes the new husband, the new baby daddy, the new wife, supplier of needs. So then they kind of separate the man, and then not only that, the women were getting Section 8, EBT, and they were getting child support. Some of them wasn't due to because the man wanted to leave, because they wanted to leave because they had opportunity to go. Spirit, no, we will be these things just to do it moderate. Remember, Jesus made wine. All right. That looks like enough for the comments, man. I'm sleepy as fuck. Yeah, facts. I love these conversations too, man. I love speaking. Like this is some things we're gonna have to just keep doing every day, bro. So it's not a super designated time. It's probably gonna be like at night, either at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. We're gonna get on and we just gonna talk to the night and do my videos where then I would upload in the morning, because I clip these while we're talking. So as I'm recording, that's why I don't distract myself. As I'm recording, I'm clipping vertical and I'm clipping landscape mode, and then I upload both for the people that wants my long term, and I want for the clips so it could send you to the long term. And then I go live so the people that are on here, they know how I'm bugging. So I'm doing a night show because that's where it's at, bro. Eventually, this is gonna be the future. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this is me hustling. This is hustle stage for me. I go in here and I speak what's going on, because not all blacks are ignorant. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are smart. Some of us. Shit. Yeah. And I use that information to educate other people, because we all on the same team in a way. Like, there's no enemy here. Like, I don't see people as my enemy. I see y'all as comrades. I see as everybody trying to get ahead. Like, I talk to people that want to. What up, Jay? I talk to people that want to listen, and if you want to listen, we can all learn together and grow. But that's to each his own. The information is free right now. It might not be free in the future. It's your boy Angel Savage. Make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to like the videos and hit that subscribe button, man, if you want to see extra tent. We're going to start coming on here, extra content. We're going to start coming on here daily. We're going to do a daily stream. If we're going to try to not break it. Try to go on a streak, a daily streak at either either 10, 30, 11, or 12 o'clock. And we can do an hour or two on those certain days. Today we are at 2.5 hours, so we're doing something nice. Can I get $15 for a keyboard, please? Sure. Brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. Yes, sir. Can I get $15 to buy a keyboard, please? Oh, yeah, definitely. I say stay awoke, stay up, and aware. Stay up, stay lit, stay dangerous. Can I get $15 on the keyboard? Do you got Cash App? Oh, I thought you said you're going to send me $15. You want to send me $15 first? Just send it in a super chat. I almost got you, didn't I? It's your boy Angelo Savage. I'm out of here for the night, man. I'm sleepy as hell. I gotta get some rest, and we're gonna be back up in the morning, man. It's your boy Savage. Let's go. Peace. We out for the night. Yeah, blessings. Appreciate everybody for being alive, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all really showed the support. Y'all showed out tonight again with the numbers, man. We did big shit today. We did big stuff, man. It don't stop here, man. It keeps going. Hustle don't stop. It keep going. All right. It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. Stay tuned. Peace. I'm out. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go. He said, hold on, folks. You big GD? No, I'm fucking with you. We out. Peace.